right here, nigga. Say tenfold.
Blast out, smashed out.
Load the hanger, woke the bank up.
Through the ski mask out.
In the trees when they sleeping, gang green is in these streets breaking guap. We got gray and yellow boppers, bending knees, getting cheesed up with ease. We cashed up hands down. I'm the highest even as an athlete. I stands out from football, hooping to boxing. I knock your ass out your guard. On the track, I pull your cord. I knock your ass out the port. Baseball, hot bras, apple bottom Chevrolets, candy apple riding blades, chopping over the Everglades. I'm a straight rider, I really can't deny it. I ain't color struck, I'm color blinded. I'm so Southern California minded. New Jersey, drive with it. Texas, reside, and I get you buried alive in it. I can see the skies, take it from the cloud and dive in it. I'm higher than E-Dub, leaning in a cup of mud. Real taste, real spill, it really feels like I'm flying, flying away. I'll come back down another day. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. I'm so high. Say, bruh, I'm buzzing from fucking with my cousin. Said, remember that bud that you was cutting for that you was loving? That's nothing, that's nothing, that's nothing. That shit is nothing, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. Pop Kush, Conca, Poco, Rio de Janeiro, nigga. Wow, I'm out of there, I'm so really not here. I can't feel my underwear, can't even hear my ears. Whoa, I'm insane in the membrane. I'm the gangster Chris Angel, I'm so David Blizzane. I see more colors than the rainbow. On my cellular, it's Justin Fontaine. Yo, what's green with you, bro? I'm on my way over to puff some weed with you. Whoa, CM3, customer you're trying to reach is unavailable or busy or has traveled outside of the greater area of the city. I'm so hot on life, bro, it feels like I'm flying, flying away. I'll come back down another day. I see colors. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. I am so high.
If you take a look up, you'll see me. Soaring, just exploring and serve porn with E.T. My wings done ruined and I've been losing feathers all week. Cause see, I'm like AT&T, I'm roaming with my 3Gs and we walking around with pregnant money clips and green sneaks. Can't forget the buzz, how touch me, I cut your thumbs off. Early this morning for the roosters even broke sleep. I blew a sweet, got geeked and headed for the mountain peak. Punched a couple asteroids, make the Martians get under me. Show these fools my altitude as they taught me. I lost the shit, love the nerves, ate a whole lot of words. Now my lungs is filled with perp and they looking like crumbs to me. Pieces of the pill got my attitude like fuck you. I am by money, so no telling what nigga do. And it feels like I'm flying, I'm seeing colors, wishing I was back on the ground. I'm so high, flying away. I'll come back down.
Be condescending, like, oh, your reading comprehension and stuff like that. Oh, A1 went and broke all that down. What? Undeviating world. Getting it up, right? I mean, yo, man, it could have got ugly. Because, you know, he was throwing shots, you know what I'm saying? And the whole time, yo. And, you know, I understand the brother, you know. All right. Peace, peace, peace. Peace and paradise to all American Aborigines, aka the first Americans, aka American Indians. Chief Holiday's in the building. The truth is here. We got some special guests in the building tonight. I want to introduce LaSawn Lawrence, the Empress of Britain. Peace, peace to you, Queen.
Peace, peace, peace. I'm good. Peace.
That's what's up.
Relatives.
Peace to the relatives. We got Copper Color first in the building. Big Ooga Ooga. First on the battlefield. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see it, man. It's Puff Culture. We got that wild Virginia Indian, no sellout in the building. Peace, brother. How you doing, man?
Peace, G. Peace, y'all. Peace, tribe. Peace, LaSawn.
I don't know if y'all can hear Todd Data here in the somewhere. He's gonna be in and out, man.
Peace, sell out. Peace, peace.
Yeah, this segment of 420 Friendly TV presents Puff Culture, the business of Puff Culture. Episode 2. We got wonderful entertainment. Shout out to Bones McCoy, Big Ooga Ooga. What's the slogan? Well, life is wonderful. It's always beautiful. Ty, did you make that up, Ty? I was like, that sounds like some shit Ty made. Hey, Bones was probably like, no, I didn't say that. I didn't. Oh, jeez. Oh, shit. Hey.
Look, Ty on that Jingles 3000 shit.
Jingles 3000. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, y'all, we playing with Ty right here, y'all. It's like we laughing at something he said, so that's why it's crazy, y'all. Yeah, shout out Bones McCoy. He does video music production. His link's gonna be in the chat room and stuff. Sure, Bones gonna be coming through too. Y'all, and I shout out to Sword of Truth, Big Ooga Ooga. We in the building, man. You know, I don't know. We got a sesh going on somewhere today, man. We might get the West Coast correspondent to drop in, man. Shout out to Jaguar, Big Ooga Ooga, man. That brother, man. Like, let me tell y'all something about Jaguar, man. Before we get into this thing, it's, you know, now Jaguar is one of those guys that you don't see that often. You know what I'm saying? He don't talk a lot when you do see him. But when he do say something, he's very impactful, very insightful, and wise for his age, right? But behind the scenes, Jag is putting in some real work, y'all, real research. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Jaguar, man. You know, a lot of times, man, the real work is the unseen work, the dirty work. You know what I'm saying? That's what those guys don't never get the glory, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And that, like I said, you know, people like myself that know. You know what I'm saying? Not like motherfucker just talking, but motherfucker just really doing some real motherfucker research. Respect ones like that. You know what I'm saying? Those are the real ones, man. Shout out to Jaguar, man. Shout out to Kira Mayo. Shout out to Aboriginal Power. Shout out to Tonsinus One, man. Shout out to the Medicine Man. Man, you got Johnny Aboriginal. Shout out to brother Kerry Davis, man, over there. African Americans ain't African. We could go in so long. The Duke of Tears, man. I mean, y'all, like, this list is long, and everybody contributed to this, man. So it ain't one person, a movement. Even if you are a major part of it, you wouldn't be there if it wasn't about a lot of the other people that are putting in the work. That's making everything work. You see what I'm saying? So, bro, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta look at things like that. You know what I'm saying? Our little differences shouldn't be things that keep us from building. You know what I'm saying? That keep us from working together and loving on each other. And, oh, you're more. Oh, you're Hebrew. What? These are terms, man. We're not gonna let these terms stop us from loving on our people, man. So, yo, man. So y'all want to get it? Y'all want to say something to the people, man? When we talk about Puff Culture, y'all, it's pop culture. So we're gonna be talking about sports. We're gonna be talking about entertainment. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about cannabis. And when we're talking about cannabis, we're talking about cannabis from a not just a consumer standpoint. We're talking about cannabis as a solution to some problems that we're having, which economics is a big part of the problem, right? That causes that. If economics, think about this, y'all. If we had economic infrastructure in our communities, we'll have less people going to prison. We'll have less murders. And we're going to talk about this, and we're going to show you Compton Empowered. Shout out to Mayor Asia Brown. I just say this, man. You know, there's a direct any politician, anybody that talks that shit about our people, man, they know it's a direct correlation between economics, lack of economics, and crime. So if they wanted to really stop crime, they would actually create jobs, fund different things to create the peace and curb the crime that they said that they want to stop in the communities. It's simple. If you went to school, took any type of classes, that's 101. See how this work? So yeah, man, I just want y'all to kind of get into that a little bit. Y'all don't mind? Go ahead, sis.
Say that one more time, Chief. The last part.
Well, we're just talking about cannabis as an economic solution, and you know, crime being directly contributed by lack of resource and economics.
So you're saying like crime going down with, you know, with legalization and things like that?
Yeah, no, crime will go down.
Yeah, I mean, they got a high percentage of arrests, you know, being drug-related, non-violent drug-related arrests anyway. So yeah, I would assume so. Especially if, you know, his hands off, if you legalize your state. Mic check. Mic check. Peace to the chat.
Yeah, I didn't. Hassan, are you there? Yeah, man. So, no, Sarge, you there? Hello? Mic check. All right.
I'm here.
Okay. Well, hey, listen. Did you kind of understand the question a little bit?
What was the question?
Well, we're basically talking about the direct correlation between crime and the lack of jobs, resources, things of that nature. And I just kind of wanted. I don't know if you had ever seen any of the episodes that we did about Compton Empowered, but I just give you a little background on that if you haven't seen it or heard about it. Asia Brown, I think she's moved on to something else, but at the time when she became the mayor of Compton, Compton was the worst municipality in the United States of America, right? They had a city manager, so you know all these different things, right? And you know if you got a city that has a city manager, primarily is always a Negro city, primarily, you know what I'm saying? And even if the elected officials are elected by the people, the city manager still be on some fuck shit. So we all understand this, right? So she came into office under those conditions. The worst municipality in America, crime out the roof, murders out the roof. Check. Her own grandmother was raped and murdered. Check.
Oh no.
She moved back to Compton to serve the people of Compton, y'all. Shout out to Mary J. Brown. Now, this goddess, Mary J. Brown, said instead of saying, yo, fuck Compton and go move on somewhere else or whatever, she chose to come back and serve the community that harmed her own people. Y'all see how this works? Okay, so comes back, she's the mayor, she's doing her thing or whatever, and there was an initiative that was proposed or whatever. It was supposed to have been a meeting between the Crips, because they were having a war amongst each other, right? And Mary J. Brown. The Bloods came to the meeting also. They heard about the meeting, whatever. They came to the meeting also. Mary J. Brown proposed, if you guys can create peace amongst yourselves, we can bring jobs into Compton. They brought a shipyard that I think it employed over 6,000 people. That's one thing. And there was other things that she did, created spaces for, people who can get city jobs or city contracts that have nonviolent felonies and things of that nature. Y'all see this work? So just giving contracts to our people.
Right.
And I'm not going to distinguish between black and brown. That's slow. So y'all understand what I'm saying. So the predominantly people that live in the community were serviced by these jobs, thousands of jobs that were brought into Compton. Now, from this, the peace treaties and things that were created between the gangs, the murder rate has went down 91+%. Check.
Yeah.
So we see a direct correlation between great leadership, one, right? Not just Mayor Asia Brown, but also our brothers and sisters in the community. You know what I'm saying? Backing her up with all the hating that the city manager was doing. The people were still backing Mayor Asia Brown. That does work.
Yeah.
So I kind of want you to get your reaction to that, and we'll go from there.
Well, see, as you were saying, if there's no jobs, then obviously the crime rate is gonna be more. You get me? So, and like overall, as I see this education system, it doesn't prepare us for anything. And even when we go through all the system, university and all that, there's still no secure jobs for us. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna have crimes and bad impacts on our community. So I think it's about time we start like doing for self, looking out for self, supporting each other more. You know what I mean? And start seeing we can making some upliftment and progress.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to you guys. I don't know if you haven't seen Mary J. Brown. She also was recognized by America. You know what I'm saying? She was Mayor of the Year, recognized by the USA Today, things of that nature, whatever. They did an expose on her on like ESPN. I mean, not ESPN, CNN, and all this dumb shit. I'll just look at Compton empowered, and not like I'm saying something that didn't work or that wasn't a success story. Yeah. I'm telling you something that you have a working model that could work in Flint, that could work in Newark, that can work in Atlanta, that can work everywhere. You have a working model, and we have to demand. If we're the consumers, then we have to demand that the companies that we're consuming service us.
Right.
Or fuck with us, give back if it's whatever. Instead of Nike putting a bake truck in the fucking community, they're giving shoes out in the community. How about that?
Yep.
Y'all said this word? That would have been a whole nother PR program. Send Kaepernick out there and drop off some shoes, nigga, instead of bake trucks. You know what I'm saying? Do something, whatever, and empower and employ the people in the community. It's not hard. You're not gonna lose no money. You're gonna make more money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like some of the things that leaders do seems, you know, to be counterproductive to people.
Yeah.
They're not there to service the people. They're not there to give back to the people. They feel like, oh, I'm a leader. Y'all supposed to serve me. Well, Mary Asia Brown thought differently. She said, I'm here to serve the people.
For the people.
So y'all gotta examine that. Y'all gotta examine these platforms. Are y'all servicing and giving anything to the people? These are things that y'all gotta ask yourselves, you know. And what are you supporting? Are you supporting destruction? Are you supporting disrespect of you and your people?
You gotta support your people.
What do you support? You know what I'm saying? So these are things we gotta ask our people, man.
Real talk.
So that's one, man.
So are you trying to say that the lady that you're speaking about, like what she did, we could implement that today?
Well, sis, it's being implemented right now as we speak. Yes, we can implement it everywhere.
Wow. So is it beneficial for us or to us in any way?
Absolutely. If well, just in Compton, for instance, if thousands of carbonated people are employed with great paying jobs at the shipyard, you know what I'm saying? You have people that are less angry and doing other, you know what I'm saying? They're building the community as opposed to tearing the community down. The murder rate is down. That within itself is some people alive right now as we speak. If one person is alive based off of this, it's great. But the murder rate is down 90+%. We could have got a Nobel Peace Prize. Matter of fact, we should come up with our own Peace Prize, like fuck Cecil Rhodes and Nobel and all them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? We need our own shit. We need to start recognizing our own Academy Awards. Yeah, man.
Yeah, the should be doing that. It's about that time, and I keep saying that, man. Like, you know, it's always good to talk, but you know, action sometimes is much better.
Y'all have asked yourself that? Who the fuck is Oscar? A naked motherfucker standing up there. Y'all love him. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, come on, y'all. Like, come on. Like, let's do better. Let's do better. Come on, let's bring it in.
It's about time we start doing for self.
Oh, and yeah, man, these thoughts are being sponsored by Runts. Hey, y'all, shout out to B Mackin, man. Brother just came into the city, got the city lit. Shout out to that brother, man, if he listening in. Man, it was nice meeting you last night, bro. You had a good build, man. Great energy with the brother, man. Hey, man, y'all can't tell me, man, we not networking and connecting with these airways, man. Shout out to YouTube. And Google Hangouts, nigga. How about that? Hey, but check it out, though. Bro hit me up and Tribe Up. You know what I'm saying? A couple weeks back, and we just been networking. You know what I'm saying? So, he in the city, man. We're going to be here until Monday. We're going to link up, man, and keep it cracking.
So good.
Yeah, man. Y'all come to the city, man. Fuck with your boy, man. You even planning a trip to Vegas. Holla at your boy, man. You got travel agents, everything on deck. You got this, man. Holla at your man, chiefholiday@gmail.com, man. Stop playing with yourself.
Chief, you sound as if you haven't got no sleep, Chief.
I get it when I need to.
It's like you're sleep driving.
I don't sleep. I cat that. Yeah.
Tap out.
How about that? Never sleep entertainment. I don't get tired. Wow. I was up all night.
Must be an Energizer bunny.
No, good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, man. Peace and pride, though, man. The truth is in the big
try. The truth is
we got no fell out in the building, man. What's happening, man? Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all I'm lost.
No, Stella, what's up, bro? Yeah.
So here's the thing, right? Oh yeah, go ahead, bro. Well, I just wanted to say too, like, I don't want people to think, like, like I said, we're talking about cannabis, right? Or even just bringing this whole conversation up or whatever. It's a real solution to a real problem, an economic problem. There are billions of dollars being generated probably in your city right now without you. Or you might be a part of it. You might just be the consumer end of it. You know what I'm saying? So, this is the problem. Like, we have to get in front of this thing. There are blind spots right now. We have to take advantage of it. And so, if we can mix some, whatever. If anybody got great ideas, bro, we got to take those ideas and start making them, like, implement them. Like, if you write a book about an idea, but nobody ever implemented, including you, your book, you should use it as to roll a blunt on, to break up the weed. You know what I'm talking about? You that whack ass CDs, nigga. Your book is whack. You should use the papers for, like, the burn shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, that'd be worth it. You could, like, I could take your paper out, roll up some blunt or something with it. It'd be more valuable than what's on the pages, because you're not applying them.
But the good thing about herbs is, Chief.
What?
The good thing about herbs is we can get so many things from it.
Man, it's almost like the peanut, right? Shout out to George Washington Carver, man.
Like a female.
Like a peanut. And look, they revolutionized. You can't even do nothing with a peanut. They done did so much with that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So shit. Mm-hmm. Y'all see these people, man, getting back, like, industrial size fucking field fucking crops, big ass warehouses. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much. It's crazy, y'all. So and it's so so many ideas that you could just come up with in your house and be like, this is a great idea. Let's do this. You could get stuff shipped and shipped out.
If you could have a herbs farm and just the proper manufacturing tools, we could do so much.
Back. Damn.
And that's just herbs alone.
Mm-hmm.
In one aspect.
And then we haven't even got into the medical side of the game. You know what I'm saying? So that show's coming. Yeah. Exactly. So that you know what I'm saying? So we still in the business side of it, because we have to stress the importance of being economically whole, y'all. Like, we just talk about it. Like, I've never seen none of these guys. Mm-hmm. No, I can't say that, because I've heard some solutions. I can't say that. I just haven't seen too many implementations of the solution. See what I'm saying? Right. I heard some solutions before. I can't say that. I wouldn't do them like that. That'd be lying. But I haven't seen too much implementation, execution of these said programs. You know what I'm saying? But I wrote about it. You guys go do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you should only write a book if you're doing it. Like, if you write a book on evolution, you should be evolving. You should know how to evolve.
Exactly.
You should turn into a goddamn monkey and turn back.
Yeah, that works. That works lovely, isn't it?
They're gonna turn into a monkey and turn back.
That's like being a monkey.
I will only honor your book if you turn into a monkey. How about that?
Facts.
Right, think about it. That'll make you an expert on evolution.
Exactly.
If you can turn into
you're not only just saying it, you're proving it as well.
Yeah. But Ty so crazy, y'all. I heard him say some shit yesterday when he be ranting, but he be saying some shit, right? He said, okay, so if we all evolved from monkeys, what monkey evolved from? I said,
Exactly.
Like, what the? They don't never had that story. Hey, a little amoeba, a baby monkey made the big monkey, nigga. Like, like that monkey just got big and ugly. Like, y'all stupid, man. God damn it. Like a little monkey made a big monkey. Come on, man. Like that monkey just got big. Yeah, man. Come on. Yeah, man, that's too funny though. So yeah, but that's the standard now. If you're not doing it, just because you wrote a book about it, don't make you a damn expert. What makes you an expert is if you're doing it. Then oh shit. Oh man, I gotta address this too, right? Pedro. I was listening to this. This nigga gonna try to say Dr. David Imhotep, the nutritionist. Well, if you know he's a nutritionist, then that means that you read his bio. Check. Well, he was a nutritionist before he became the first PhD doctor in ancient African studies. I don't know why would he try to put out there that he's a nutritionist, like that's the disparagement on the resume of Dr. David Imhotep. Come on, man. See that right? See, I couldn't have had all that disrespect. You know, y'all have been like, see, Chief, you always starting shit. How? I never do that. I don't start nothing. Ever. If y'all ever go back and watch anything ever on YouTube, and there's a lot of shit on YouTube, if I ever, even if I wanted to pick on people, man, I'll never fuck with people. So if I'm getting at you, you a bitch ass nigga. How about that? And if you don't like me, you in the minority. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Nigga's crazy, man. This shit is crazy. Yeah. Oh, I wrote 20 books. What? Wait, I didn't even know. I didn't understand why books and articles so important. Because I was even when I was in the chat room, when I was hearing all these articles being read, and I kept hearing, you know, these dudes just reading articles back to back. And nobody's really saying, okay, well, what's the consensus? What's up, brother? On these articles, right? They were just like, no, we just want, you know, reading the articles. We're not even breaking up the articles now. We have to break these articles down. So I was like, yo, man, no more articles. Let's get to the evidence. Let's put the articles to the side and let's talk about physical evidence. Let's talk about real facts. What you can prove, not what you can write. What you can prove. You know. What you can prove. I think that's what we need to be having these type of conversations. Can you, like, my only conversation is like, yo, hey, bro, everything that y'all say out your mouth, is that a fact? That's a yes or no. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, I thought that was disrespectful, you know. And like I said, it's always interesting how people don't just okay, a mestizo's mix. And then they were just like, you guys are Butu Bantu. Like he was just so proud to just try to push us away from this land. Like, yo, you know, so you know us, you know our grandparents. Really? You know us? Like, this is interesting how people always know you. Like, they know your family tree. Like, you don't know your own people. Some of us knew our own people before anybody ever thought about doing some goddamn genealogy. Like, they have family reunions and family trees. And you meet a lot of other people in your family that you didn't know from other sides of your family. Y'all see how this works? A lot of us have this. I don't know. If you're not from the South, hey, do people in New York have family reunions? Unless, you know, like, y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, you go to Queens or something, have a family reunion or something, or go upstate New York, or something. You know, you go to the country, like, oh, we're gonna go to Maryland or something for our family reunion. You see what I'm saying? Like, is that like a thing in New York or Chicago or Detroit? Do y'all have family reunions in Detroit? I just be need to know. Like yo, is your family reunion in Detroit or do you go to Mississippi? Cause I used to meet all we never went to Detroit. They came from Detroit to Mississippi. See how this works? Because you're not from Chicago, right? Your family reunion will be back down in Mississippi. Check. Niggas is crazy, bro. Y'all see how this works, man? It's not rocket science, yo. Niggas make it rocket science. I think that's a problem. No, sir. What you think about that, bro? Yo. Yo. You guys there? Hello.
I'm here.
Okay. So since we're talking about 420 culture, right? What's the laws in the UK?
You're not allowed to carry like knives. You're not allowed to be caught with herbs. It can be caution. Sword, scissors. Like for myself, I'm a stylist, so that if they stop me outside and I got like a scissors or maybe a lighter, I can tell them it's part of my profession. You understand? But like apart from that, you're not even allowed to walk with like as simple as a scissors, even a small knife. You know, it's against the law. Smoking in certain public areas, that's against the law. You're not allowed to ride on the pavement. At certain pavements, you're not allowed to ride on. It's against the law. You're not allowed to discriminate against LGBT people. That's against the law. Basically, you have to respect everyone's rights to their own beliefs. Everyone's got a right to their own belief in the UK. You can't discriminate against no one religious beliefs, or if they don't have a religious belief. So the law over here is you know, kind of awkward.
It's not freedom of speech.
Kind of. Because if you see two males outside hugging up, kissing up, you can't say anything.
I got you. I understand. Well, I'm not going to be trying to push no buttons with them unless I'm talking about kids and what they're doing to our kids. That's probably about as far as I'm going to go with that.
But another thing is, coach, you see, they do these things in public places, like on the bus, at the bus stop, at the train station, and, you know, there's always children around, and you just can't say nothing, like, you know.
Well, I don't think you can really, I think if you say something, it could be considered a hate crime, I believe, if some actions or something goes behind it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. It's really, you just gotta choose your words wisely. But if you're dealing with a lot of folks, like a lot of things I don't like about that community, I don't even really bring up that community. But if we start talking about the kids and the things that they're doing to make these kids sensitive and stuff like that, I will address that all day. But other than that, I leave it alone.
Well, my boy was in 6th grade. They were teaching them about same sex and how to use the condoms, and I had to go to the school and, you know, let them know that I wasn't with it.
Peace to the panel. I just came on. was listening to y'all on the TV.
Peace, coach.
But yeah, man, I'm excited.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Chief?
Chilling, man. You get the email?
Let me see if I got your email. What happened was, Chief, the Chief Blue Feather. Yeah, I got you. She called me back right as soon as she called me before the meeting, and she called me right after, and it was like she had a lot to get off her chest, and it was almost a breath of fresh air listening to her. And but yeah, like I was telling everybody, that Constitution is it's the original Constitution. It's the real deal. It's connected to all of the it's all the way over the islands as well. This is nothing that's made up. They have ultracultural, they have law, they have social, they have, oh man, the list don't end of what they already have, with departments that they already have. It's just not them doing it. It's a lot of different groups in all 11 states that's working together. So it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. So yeah, man, we got it.
So you know, yeah, thank you for that. What you emailed me too. That was dope. So we talk about, I don't know if you ever heard about Compton Empowered. You heard about that?
Yeah, I've been on it.
Okay. So we want to be able to see if we can take that and maybe kind of, you know, put some of those, some of that stuff, you know, into some of the things that we're doing and things that we're building, and maybe we can kind of implement them into the nation down there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they had the import. Am I correct?
A shipyard. Yeah.
Right. So somebody had to get together and fight for them to make that happen. Because ever since that happened, a lot of positive things has been going on. So it just shows you, if you give somebody the means to take care of their family, a lot of the nonsense that you see goes away just that fast. I don't care what group you are, you put them in our situation, it's going to be the same situation, the same outcome. So yeah, man, if there's any way that we can, because like, to be honest with you, I've been looking at, before I talk to you all, it's factories out here, old factories that's been closed. I used to be a club owner, probably about back in 2012, 13, and 14. I had one downtown Atlanta, and I did pretty good, but I don't want to deal with that crowd anymore, with the alcohol and stuff like that. So I'm trying to push towards production. I'm trying to see if I can get with the right guys and see if we can put 100 families to work. You know what I'm saying? My dream goal is the main street that I live off of. I would like to own, or not own, but I would like to be a part of us owning every store on this street and creating more. If it's a business that, it might not be what you call an Aboriginal business, but we need AT&T, we need Verizon, we need T-Mobile until we get our own. So until we get our own, I would like to see brothers franchising them stores out, and I would rather support them, and so forth and so on. I would like to see all the major businesses that we shop until we get our own. I would like to see our own owning these stores. So that's just one of my goals that I preach every day and I'm pushing towards. But that would be my thing. I know where some factories at. If somebody can come up with the right thing for us to produce something like that's a demand, and we can produce it, we can get with the right guys, and we can do that here. I'm with it. I'm all the way with it. So that's my thing on that. I mean, I think I know enough people to start the balls running, and you just got to have that crucial idea of what we can make. Somebody knows something we can make. We get with the guys and we put it out there and we get it done. And we can do this. We can do this. We can follow in their steps because we already know once you put 100 families to working, that's gonna leave more for more businesses to come right after that and put more people to work. But something got to be that foundation. We got to start somewhere.
Right.
So that's my look on that. I'm with it. I'm with it. If we just need land to grow some fruits and vegetables, but we can do that. If we gonna get a warehouse to sell video games or something, it don't matter. It's just we gotta figure something and we gotta figure it fast. So what y'all got? What can we do? Because if we go to the port, we gotta go to Savannah. I mean, that's just for down here. Well, it don't have to be a port job, but I'm just saying, if it's gonna be a port, it's a lot of ports. We just gotta find somewhere that has a big, like Baltimore. It's a lot of us in Baltimore, and they got plenty of ports. That can be your next move, Chief. As you drop their crime rate, boy, you own to something. Ooh, Baltimore. So, but yeah, I mean, that's a big deal. If you can get them brothers down there working, that's a big deal. But like I said, I know of some factories that just closed. I probably know at least 5 of them. And I've been looking at them. I done walked through 2, but this was like probably about last year I walked through 1. I had a nice walkthrough. It was real nice. It's almost ready to go. It needs a little work to it, but not much. We can get to work. I also was even talking about opening another club. I mean, I know that probably folks don't want to hear about it, but I was looking at like one of the biggest clubs in the Southeast. But that's a whole nother conversation. So, man, anything to put people to work, man, I already got folks already know. As soon as I get something started, they like put me to work. I got loyal people that work with me. So, I mean, I'm with it. Y'all know I'm with it. And what we gonna call it? Atlanta empowered, Baltimore empowered, Chicago empowered. No matter to me, man. Let's get it, Chief. See what's going on. Let me see what's going on. Y'all quiet. Y'all a little too quiet on me. Y'all must think got 420 lifted. Let me see. We got somebody art and design. Let's see what else we got. Own the store or the land the store is on. Okay, everybody just really getting on. So what y'all got going on? Y'all talk to me. What's up?
I'm just here.
What's going on over there in your world? Over there on your side of the planet?
Just cold, bleaky, dark, you know.
It's always cold over there. Cold, cold, cold. Y'all have any issues? I believe we had over here. If anyone's been paying attention to the news, man, we've been getting gunned down almost every week. Yeah.
Wow.
Like it's been one almost every week, sometimes 2 a week. We've been getting a lot of officers indicted. I don't know of many that's been convicted. I'll probably have to go back and do more research on that. But I know it's been...
Oh, sorry. Go.
Oh, it's just been a lot going on. That's
I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing in the UK. The police, they don't bring guns, right?
Right. See that, but see, so you all don't have folks getting gunned down for no reason, then, because they don't have a gun. You might just get beat with a stick for a while,
or taser or pepper spray.
right? But you'll make it home to sue their ass. Down here, they not even talking to you. They blasting folks for no reason.
One thing I can tell you for sure, the female have like it's more easier for us over here because of the queen. It's like a female country, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Females get lesser sentence, harsher treatment because they're the ones with the children. The mother and children is always first.
Right. They used to do that here. They used to
So what happened?
I mean, I guess this is the way I look at it. The counties are suing, like the states. They put prisons in little small towns, okay?
Wow.
And what they do is they make promises to the people that live in the town. They might say, okay, every inmate coming here, we're gonna give you so much towards your retirement and so forth, and that the prison's gonna stay so much full. And now that the prison is not staying full, those little small towns is now suing the government because they're not keeping the prisons full. Because it's playing with their money. Because a lot of people don't be like thinking that people just, oh, that's fucked up. But a lot of people don't realize they gave up their business for that Walmart. And a lot of people don't understand that. Walmart comes in and say, okay, we're gonna pay for your business for the next year, for you to give up your business and stuff like that. And then we're gonna build, and they let you know, we're gonna build a prison here, and we're gonna pay you. Also, they're gonna say, also, we're gonna build a prison, and you can get so much, off of every inmate that we put in it. Okay. So now the prison's they're not staying 90% full. So now they're suing. Those families in those small little towns is now suing the government because of the prisons are not full. So they bought them out, and now we not going to jail no more like we used to.
I don't know if you heard when go on.
Oh no, go ahead. What you was about to say?
Do you remember when Obama went to Jamaica? No. I think that's before he left office. When did he leave office again? Was it 2008? 2010?
And what happened?
Well, basically, between him and the Prime Minister at the time over here, I think Mr. David Cameron, they gave a certain amount of money to Jamaica to make this enormous prison. And then they were saying, like, Jamaica need to meet them halfway by providing the rest of the money to build the prison. And they were saying, like, no, it's too much money, we can't do this, because over here they're saying that the prisons are overpopulated. So instead of making a lot of them do their time here, they will send them back home. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, to finish their time there. Yeah, because they said the prisons there are overpopulated now. So to be honest, if you even get into trouble now, like if you're born here, you're a citizen, you have your paperwork, they'll probably put you on a tag, because that's how full the prison is. And then you go to the police or probation every week and sign on. They was telling me,
one of the brothers was telling me that, like, if you get caught driving license without driving license or something, like, he was like, something like they'll be in jail for a long time and they'll suspend your license forever.
Yeah, that's a serious criminal offense.
Wow.
You get harsh penalty for that. Very, very harsh penalty. Even driving without an insurance, you get a harsh penalty for that. Very harsh penalty.
That's what he was saying. He was like, man,
simple as a TV license. If you don't pay your TV license in the UK, that's a criminal offense.
Ain't that crazy?
Huh. Tell me.
He was like, yeah, man, I get caught driving. They'll lock they just lock you up for like a year or something. I'm like, whoa, just for driving?
Without a license. Serious offense. And if you ain't got your citizenship or residence and you get caught doing things like that, for example, not having a license, they just let you do some time and kick you out. Yep.
That's crazy.
Now they're even facing housing crisis.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's not enough house to go around. I see people that go to war, vets and stuff like that, and they're homeless on the street begging, and I ask them, how is that possible? You know, because you fight for your country and stuff like that, and then, you know, it's like they just kick them to the curb, man. Like, you know, it breaks my heart, man. It's not nice, you know? I think those people should be honored. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sad, man.
What's up? I thought I heard somebody else jump on.
Is it the same thing with the vets? The Americas? Same treatment?
Yeah. They going through it. My mother is retired from the service, and she spent a lot of years in that. And yeah, she's going through it with them right now. Her and her husband.
Don't they get promised, like, you know, a lifetime financial help, you know, after, you know, spending time in the army and stuff, you know?
Well, my mom, she came from the service and she was doing all right, and then she walked into the hospital, and then she didn't walk out. She's been in a wheelchair ever since she walked in there, and we've been fighting them. Yeah, they did a surgery on the top right shoulder, and they pinched a nerve or something, and she hasn't felt her right leg since. Yep, so we've been dealing with them for a long time. And they still haven't did right, so I know what you're saying.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a mess.
That sounds heartless. Do you think they do these things to us purposely? They know what they're doing?
I think they breaking spirits, that's all. They just do it's like when you down, that's when they really put it in on you when they down. Yeah, so yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy. That's why we doing for ourselves, and that's the one thing I like about that nation. They're doing for themselves. They're not asking for permission to do anything, and they're being successful day in and day out. So that's what I was saying. Like, they're helping people in different states, and it's just amazing. So that's why I'm like, I'm on go right now. I'm ready.
Is there no way in the States, like a law can be made or something for them to stop walking around with guns?
Well, see, that's where you got the NR.
Is the Americas that violent, that they have to walk with guns?
Well, see, it's this. If they don't walk with guns, they lose their nation in 24 hours. It's just that fast.
Wow.
See, they're trying to pass laws now on the assault rifles, because all the mass shootings with the assault rifles, and it's always them doing it. It's not us. And but the NRA is fighting for them to keep those gun laws. But then when we do something and we are card holder, not good citizen, and we just get caught with a gun and they ready to lose their minds, and the NRA don't speak up for us at all. So the NRA is full of shit because they're trying to keep the pale face protected, because they know how violent the Indians are here. You know what I mean? The Indians,
so they want to keep y'all unarmed.
Right, because they know if they lose their arms and the government and force for them to give up their guns, it's over with. It's over with. They're going to get their ass kicked. And they know it. They know they're going to get their ass kicked.
Okay.
It's like in New York. It's against the law. Well, I remember it was against the law. I'm not from New York, but from what I read, it's against the law to have a gun in New York, except for law enforcement and probably, I don't know, a store owner or something like that. But other than that, it's against the law to have a gun. But everywhere else, like right here where I stay at, I can stick the gun inside my waist and cover it up with a shirt on and don't get in trouble. So I can walk around without you knowing I got a gun on my hip. I can conceal it, I can hide it, and it's not against the law. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. But no, we not as violent as they make it. Like when they talk about Chicago, oh, Chirac this. I go to Chicago, I'm riding the bus, I'm going through different communities, I'm talking with the people, I'm having a good time. I love it, man. It's one of the most beautiful cities here in America. It's one of them. I mean, they have their crime, but I think they over exaggerate on that news. They go ham.
You think, peace, Albert, peace, sis, peace. Do you think it's like a tactics they use, like to help keep us divided?
Of course.
No, don't go ahead. There's bad. Like, you know, they dog Jamaica in and out, up and down like a piece of dirty rag. You know what I mean? So, you know, sometimes it's like a war tactics as well. Sometimes I think like economy wise. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep a kind of state or country down. You know, just give them like that bad light in the media.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they propaganda is real. It's crazy. Yeah, see the game is up. Oh, that's what the lady was telling me today. That the government know that we're waking up, so now they're trying to enforce all this new stuff, and they're trying to enforce new laws and stuff. Because they see us waking up, they already know what's going on, so they're trying to.
Albert, facts, sis. That's facts.
They're going in panic mode right now.
That's it. Every person they'll be squeezing that panic button, coach.
Right.
It'd be like a tsunami coming, like a tsunami warning.
Yeah, they scared.
Alert.
Yeah, and see now things is looking like, man, we might sweep the nation. And like I keep telling y'all, someone told me that this was like 4 years ago. They was like, all this information that we're getting, it's gonna come to, she said 2018, it's gonna come clearer to a lot of people, but it's gonna be touched by a lot of people like their first time getting a whiff of it, and it's gonna resonate with them. And then she said, but 2019, we're gonna be in the golden age.
Wow.
And I can see it. And it will be right before 2020. And I'm trying to tell people, do not wait till 2020 census to try to put down your nationality, or your register. Get that stuff done now and let them folks know who you are before they come around here and start trying to get you to fill out all this paperwork.
But you know, everything they always come with a tactic, so I would think everyone should get their genealogy and have it on board, you know?
Well, when you do I don't know who was talking about the genealogy, but they said it's going to have 30, they're going to have pages where you can put up to 30 relatives, I believe, or something like that on there. So that's crazy. That's crazy right there by itself. Because I'm thinking if they want you to put 30 relatives, you got to think about it is how many relatives going to say they from Africa? And is they gonna try to hold that against you? So I mean, I know they can't, but I'm just saying that it's just things like that cross my mind. I'm like, you need to get with your family, get back home to your family, and let them and get them on the same page before that paperwork come around, because we have a lot of people we love. Yeah, we don't want no issue. But yeah, that's about it. It's a lot going on, but it's a lot of solutions out there, and we need to take advantage of them.
You see, this is why they do everything in their power to try and hold us back. You know?
Yeah, they done messed up now though. The info is out, and everybody now is like, everybody's sharing the word, so it's a lot.
And one thing I always say is, if they had any knowledge, who cares? We know they watch, we know they listen. But if they knew that, let me turn it down. If they knew we was gonna use the internet, turn it down. If they know we was gonna use the internet for our own demise, I don't think they would have given us certain access to an extent. If you know what I mean.
Well, Trump said it needed to be a limit to the information that's on the internet, because they already know what's going on. They see, we already see what's going on. We ready. And now that the information is out, they're in trouble now. It's too late. It is too late.
And it's funny, if we look at it a certain way, it's like, you remember they say back in the days, our ancestors, they wouldn't allow them to go to school and certain things. So it's like certain knowledge was like hidden away from them, you know? It's like now, so, which we don't even know if that is true. You know what I mean? Because if you were the creator, the inventor of everything, I don't see how somebody can you see what I'm saying, Coach?
I totally understand what you're saying.
It sometimes it just don't make no sense. Like,
it don't.
I've been doing hair since I was a very little girl. I got motivated, inspired from my mom. Right? My mom is not a hairdresser, but she loved doing that thing. So I always see, I always admire, I always see hairstyles, and I love it. And I always be like, I've got to be a hairdresser when I get older. You know, I just like to see when, you know, you do a makeover on a female, she just looks different, like, you know, beautiful, like brand new. And I'm like, I love this, you know what I mean? And you know, I got into it, and nothing can ever, like, even if I'm old and gray, I will still be doing hair, even in my grave. So it's the same thing what I'm saying, like our ancestors, they're creators and inventors. So when they're saying, oh, they couldn't read, they couldn't write, like, it just don't make no sense to me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because obviously they're the ones that taught them. You see what I'm saying?
No, totally. Totally.
So how could then, after a period of time, they can't read no more, they can't write no more, you know, and we had all these buildings and empires and kingdoms, and you see what I'm saying, nations and tribes, and it don't make no sense.
It makes the sense to me is this, and that's why I keep bringing up the Constitution. Is that our government was so complex.
Right.
So where they had to come study it and learn it, and what they did was they mimicked it. That's why they became powerful, because they took our way of life really and created a system out of. They just redid it in their way. So what I'm saying is, if we want to get back to greatness, we got to get to what made this motherfucker great in the first place.
And we got to remember that everything what they're doing right now is of our ancestors' blueprint. Nothing is done. They never did nothing. They never created nothing on their own. Nothing.
Nothing. We created everything.
Nothing. Everything. And this is why they try to push us in the church and there and all these distractions. You know, they don't teach us how to self-sustain. They don't teach us self-reliance. They don't teach us self-confidence. It's always about doing for others, never doing for self. You see what I'm saying?
I totally understand.
As I always say,
they took that power away from us. And that was the main thing, the power to be able to do for yourself. See, folks think doing for yourself is going to work somewhere, working for somebody else and making somebody else's rich, and then coming home, and then you got to spend all the energy that you gave. Peanuts. Right, all the energy you gave them, they're balling, while the energy you come back with that they give you for the energy you done gave, now you got to give it to somebody else for free essence of life, like water. And so it's like they're taking all our energy away. So now I'm thinking, to be a man, you should be able to go out and feed your family and build your home and fix all this other stuff without making somebody else filthy rich.
Like it used to be. That's how the ancestors used to, you know what I mean? The man used to go out and, you know, he's a provider.
That's right.
Stay at home and look after the children.
That's right. Whatever he was good at, that's what he wouldn't do.
Exactly. That's right. But there's always something to do, because you see our ancestors, the second the children come out the womb, everybody was taught, you know, their skills, or they get to allow to choose, or they will observe them from their young to see what, you know, where the strongest, you know what I mean, the strongest points is, you know what I mean, and then they'll probably try and build them in that area, you know. So they can become stronger. If they're a carpenter, you know, daddy's a carpenter. You know, as a little boy, always taking up the armor and licking down that nail. You're like, I can see, you know. And then you see them probably doing other stuff like, you know, manly things. You'd be like, yeah. So, you know, you can see certain fields that, you know, they choose. And you just help to build them on that, you know.
Man, facts. Because kids love doing what their parents do. Exactly. A lot of folks don't know that.
All my children in my house practice to do hair, and that's because I'm a stylist. You see what I'm saying? Right.
This is like some parents say a father works on cars real good, but he's pushing his son to go play basketball. Exactly. And when them knees get bad, he don't know what he should have been doing, what his daddy been doing. He should have been mastering that. So when he got old, he could have told his son, taught his son to master it. It could have been a family tradition. But so now you got to depend on somebody else. So now we're going to keep a family tradition. We just basketball players? Come on now.
When I was growing up with my grandparents, I see how hard they had to work. And they had to work until they were old and gray. And every day I used to sit and ask myself, why? Why do they have to work so hard? I mean, she used to sell things from home, because she used to go back and forth from Canada to America, you know, bring back a little stuff and sell at home. But she used to work at a perfume factory as well. So really, I'm thinking she never really had to work. She probably just wanted to do that, you know, as something on the side. And growing up, I always say I got to find a way to maneuver for me not to be, you know, at least that age, and you've got to be getting up out your bed 5, 6 in the morning. It just don't sit right with me. Like, no one should be in that. I mean, at least I would say maximum 50 years old. That should be your last day of work, man. The other days you should be just chilling.
But a lot of people they've been working wrong. See, we've been working wrong for so long. It's like what they say, good debt and bad debt. If you're just working to pay bills, you're not gonna never get ahead. You're not gonna get ahead. That money has to work for you.
To save. We don't practice to invest.
Right. You know what I mean? That money has to work for you. You got to learn how to put that money to work for you.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's a fact. But yeah, I like to push that real hard, real seriously. That's them things that need to be done.
A lot of our men should be shoemaker, you know, tailors, barbers, you know, like for self, carpenters, builders, technicians, and mechanics, and not giving all this energy to other people. And when we do that till we're old and gray, then by the time we're old and gray, our back ain't good, our shoulders ain't good,
well, this
our legs, oh man.
Yeah, this the thing though. A lot of brothers do know how to do clothes. Like a lot of people print, like just putting signs or pictures on clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the problem is this: we so Europeanized. When I not say Europeanized, but you know, by the pale face, we want to live like them, to where we want to have the big store on the corner, and then that means you got to pay all this money to get this store and all this other stuff, and we be living outside our means. When a lot of times you can just take your bedroom, do your clothes, hang them up in your bedroom, and let folks come to your house and buy the clothes.
And we don't seem to realize that everything they're selling to us, they got it from us. Right.
Oh, then there we go back to the issue. All the clothing, most of the clothing makers are what? They're part of that LGBTQ community. I don't even know the lingo. I'm sorry. I don't want to get roasted for saying that wrong.
LGBT.
Yeah, but they the ones that's dominate the clothing for us, and we're not, you know. And all the guys wear that stuff with the names on it, and I'm like, I don't understand it. I just don't understand it.
I think Versace is dead as well, but his brand is still going and it's expensive.
Right. What's his name? The MK dude.
Not Machino.
No. MK is what's them watches?
Michael Combs.
Yeah, Michael Kors.
Michael Combs? Yeah, Michael Kors. Okay, yeah, Michael Kors.
Yeah, he's part of that community.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's a big guy. He's a big feminine guy.
Wow. Where's he from, over here?
I don't know where he's from. I just know he got his brand all over his clothes, and I see men wearing. I'm like, men wearing this stuff?
A lot of his clothes sell over here. Watches, shoes, bags. And it's very expensive.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's crazy. But then we got
send in the link, Coach.
I know someone was rocking some shoes, niggas, I think niggas wear nigga shoes. But those shoes was high. They was like $400, $500. And
Bones wants to send him the link.
Yeah, I was waiting on some folks. I had a meeting with Bones. I was waiting for someone to come take over the show with you.
Where's
I got
Chief?
you, Bones. I got you, Bones.
Where's Chief, Coach?
Ain't no telling. You know everybody be running in and out.
Yeah, but I'm in and out. Yeah, I know that.
Let me get up.
Chief, you always do that. You just like Ty.
Busy man. He be multitasking.
Mm-hmm.
Let me send
Sister Albert was up here. She be going off. Always do that to me. Leave me on the panel. All by myself.
Hey Chief, you on? I got a little meeting I gotta run to real quick. I mean, it's just a phone meeting. I'll be right back.
Is Bones coming on?
Yeah, I'm sending Bones one.
Okay.
Yeah, man. You can send it to whoever. Now, come on in. We can get it in. Talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, man. It's puff culture.
I'm gonna step out real quick. I got a phone meeting and I'll be right back as soon as I get off.
Okay, Coach.
Did the Lakers win last night?
I don't know.
Take it back yet?
I'm gonna go with Shark.
Is Kyrie tax-free yet?
Hey, I think he had the right idea, but he was talking to the wrong people. But I'll be right back.
All right. What's up, son? How's the weather out there?
Oh, it's like, let's say, the city of the Walking Dead.
Hey, if Copper Hop Step or Copper Hop Step, big ups to DJ Gambler. You guys are definitely welcome to come on, man, and let's get it in, man. Let's talk about it. But it was something you said that was interesting. You can't even carry knives.
No,
scissors.
That's a criminal offense.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a criminal
This is
offense.
America, Jack. We could walk around with damn near swords on our bodies. Like, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, like I think get like 6 inches.
Wow. They even come in your house and they find that, they'll take it. Over here. not allowed. Not allowed to have it.
Yeah. And then definitely, you know, I seen a dude, it was a brother, Aborigine. He was standing in line at the gas station. This nigga had some sweatpants on with his gun, like in the holster, just sitting now. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, they got flip flops on, sweatpants on, the hoodie on, and shit. And his gun in the holster and shit. I'm like, look at this boy. I'd rather see him than Billy Bob run out this motherfucker. I would get nervous because Alright, what's up? When I see my people, you know, participating in the Second Amendment, I think it's a beautiful thing. You know, you have the right to bear arms. Legally bear arms, by the way. Legally. Shout out to Aboriginal Power, man.
Yep.
Yeah, he got a video called Right to Bear Arms. That's all I can say. Yeah.
So what do you think about the we call it debate discussion? A1. You think it was a bit disrespectful? Think it was alright? What do you think, Chief? Chief, you there?
Yep.
Are you there?
Yeah, you can send them a thank you.
Huh? What did he say, Chief? Yeah, ATF, I agree. Very disrespectful. I think, my opinion, from what I see, I saw a lot of reverse psychology was being used. You know what I mean? Trying to use some sort of words to, you know, and then the part that gets me the most is when he's like, I don't give a fuck about how you all feel. And I'm like, oh man, that's just typical them, you know?
Yep. I mean, but yo, that's crazy though. So, are you guys even thinking about like making cannabis legal in the UK? Even
we
medicinal?
would love to. We would love to. We would love to.
What do y'all got to do to make that happen?
First thing first, I think we like to have like a group of people, like an I don't know what you want to call it, organization amongst ourselves, you know, obviously with financial backings. So I'm saying, I don't know if it would be best to buy the land that we're going to use to farm, or because I mean, there's no good land over here anyway, so everything will have to be done like in a greenhouse, artificial kind of thing. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if we're gonna do something, I would like to go where there's proper rich soil. You see what I'm saying? For example, in the Caribbean, you got very rich soil there. You get me? But over here, the soil it's not very fertile at all.
Well, see, that's why we got 420 friendly TV, so we can educate people on how to make regular soil into super soil.
Yeah, facts. Peace to all of y'all in the chat, man. Peace to the tribe.
If you want to come on the panel, let us know. All the welcome.
Yeah. The chief says if you want to get on the panel, just let him know.
Yeah, it's nothing. We're gonna play a video till I get back.
When you come over here, Chief, what are you gonna come for? In Birmingham.
I want to come see the people. You know, I've been to the UK
to come
before.
to London? Oh wow, really?
Yeah, I can't wait to come out there and have some fun.
Oh man, I can't wait.
They might deport me. I'm like, you can't deport me.
How can they deport you when the Empress
You
of
can't come over here and talk
there?
this talk. Hey, listen, y'all. The fact that
they love the Americans over here. They worship your accent. I tell you that now.
Yeah, your people though, they wouldn't. Your government wouldn't like when I come over there and talk that talk. They wouldn't invite me back. That's the Y'all think Seti setting London on fire, motherfucker. I'm gonna burn the UK down. They're gonna be like, sir.
You need to go back. You need to return you to the United States immediately.
You have to hurry up and get up out of here.
You're causing a controversy on the Queen's soil.
No.
Oh God.
I'm like, what did I do? No, you cannot tell the truth. The truth shan't be told in the UK. Get your American ass back over there.
Yeah.
Get your American ass back over there.
Of course, loads of them. So you talk about Birmingham. Birmingham is that populated by mostly Jamaicans anyway.
Yeah, South Birmingham.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I want to tour all the UK.
What's happening over here? No more.
What if you're doing it for me? I'd be good with it.
What's happening over here?
Do you want another one?
They're trying to kick out everybody outside of London if you're not working. And if you have more than 2 children. Because they came up with this new thing called benefit cap. So if you're affected by it, then they kick you out of London automatically. A lot of people are saying like to Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool.
Instead of that one, you do this phone one.
I'm on the phone. Leave.
I only want the one golden one. You already.
It's windy out here. It's like it's fall out here in Las Vegas.
You already have a white one. It's a big mouth.
Disperse, let's go. Go. Disperse, go. I'm on the phone. Go. No, Wally, I'm on the phone. It's you. Money, please, go on the phone.
Just go
If I hear one pop,
nah, bro, no more. I can't do no more. They kind of blood clot won't come. Get a seat.
Hey, LaShawn, when you eat out, I know you don't eat out much. Where do you go? What kind of food do you eat? Like what's some of your favorite restaurants over in the UK? Like over here, we'll be like, you know, Red Lobster, Olive Garden, some dumb shit. M&M, soul food. Shout out to M&M's. You there? See, here's another thing, right? You know, like even if you're not into the cannabis culture, if you was to get chips or something, you had a company that dealt with munchies, you know, people who had the munchies, and you dealt with that and found a niche in that to be able to do that. Not cannabis products, not edibles, but product that service the munchies. That is what? They got water now. They got all type of shit. This is going down, yeah. Sodas.
I'm back. Are you there, Chief?
Yep. Hey, I was asking you earlier, what would be your favorite like restaurant to eat out in the UK?
In the UK, I don't really eat out because one, they don't cook their meat properly, and two, it's not my it's not like the taste or the flavor that I was grown up with, so the restaurant really don't work for me.
So what do they have, like Olive Garden over there and Red Lobster and shit? What is it?
Yeah, they got all of them things over here. Like, for example, in the West End, Trafalgar Square, got a lot of big restaurants down there, you know, where the rich people are. You got certain restaurants that you won't see, like, in normal little, you know, popular places. Everything down there, like the stores are upstairs and downstairs, extra massive. The banks are take up like a whole street, like, you know, it's just crazy. Everything is just different down there. There's police all the time.
Are there some good Caribbean restaurants over there?
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
But I wish they had things like Tasties over here, Mother's Party, you know, our kind of KFC cooking, because, man, their cooking just ain't ready.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Cooking just ain't ready. But one thing I can tell you, we over here, we admire the Americas a lot. KFC, the Americas is garbage too. Oh no! And I thought it would have been good. Wow. Well, is it the same thing like over here, Chief? Everybody just get their own little franchise, like, you know, them Asians. Everybody just get their own little franchise. They don't give us like our own, like, can't we get like our own KFC franchises and stuff?
Yeah, y'all need a Harold's Chicken UK.
Gee.
You see how that work?
No, like we need to take over this thing, Chief.
Harold's
like
Jerk Chicken, nigga.
Yeah, like can't we get like a jerk house? Like come on, man. You feel what I'm saying? I know, Jones, you're right. Only in Jamaica, I tell people, you go Jamaica, you eat KFC, you're like, you don't want to get out. Miles away, the smell will be pulling you to the, you don't even have to look for the restaurant because just the smell takes you to the store. Trust that.
Yeah, I would love to see a vegan or vegetarian jerk meal. That'd be dope.
That's right, Jones. KFC in Jamaica is on point. All the food, all the restaurants. Oh, you want to taste Popeyes in Jamaica? Your Popeyes in the Americas is a joke.
That's a fact. But shout out to Tasty Island though out here, y'all. When y'all come to Vegas, tell them I sent you.
What's that? What did you provide there?
It's a Jamaican restaurant out here. They actually promote you.
What? I didn't know you message Jamaican food.
Stop it.
What?
Stop it. Now, come on now, pate. and give me some bread. Stop it. Rice and beans. Yeah,
Wow.
you know, I'm island, man. You know, I got island roots on my daddy's side, man.
That's a
Virgin
fact.
Islands. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Wild Indians.
Wild
Wow.
fucking Indians up in
Caribs.
this bitch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Wild
man.
Carib Indians. You love
Grew up on
Jamaican
rice
food,
and
Jones?
beans.
That's good.
Huh?
No, Jones says she loves Jamaican food. I'm telling her that's good. I didn't know
Yeah,
like
me
most
too.
of y'all over there really mess with Caribbean
when I was
food,
eating,
to be honest.
when I was eating meat, I couldn't, man. Like they got the wings, the jerk wings. They're so damn hot. Whew. You know, it's so good. You know, you just be like, yeah, man. Shout out.
We need some proper restaurants over here because man, these Turkish, these Indians, these Pakistan, man, their meat is always blood pumping out, man. That's a killer, man. We need to start getting
that part right there.
Peace, Wanagi.
Yes, kind of cool.
Peace, Laurel. Yeah, Chief. There's always blood pumping out, man. Like when we go to the store, we have to tell them like we need our food well done. When we say well done, and you got to stand and sit with that is well done because their well done is not our well done. Like that fucking that thing is still raw, man. You got to stand there, literally stand there, and you know. The Chinese, I think they boil their fucking meat because that shit is never cooked. Unless you order it in fried rice. You take that shit in noodles, it's like they boil the meat. It's crazy. Vegetarian, medicinal, Caribbean. That sounds good, Yvonne. That sounds very interesting. Leaves better or somebody. Kitchen corner store. Yeah, we need to start getting some, you know, we need to start dominating again, man. You know what I mean? We're the dominant ones, you know, we're dominant to this earth, man. Like, we got to start showing people what we're really made of. You know, we are good cooks. Most of our females, we're the best cooks on the planet. We can cook you any dish. You ask any Caribbean female that. You get me? Any dish. And you will love it. Whether vegetable, whether meat. You know? And it's all good. We like to make a lot of drinks, beetroot, you know. We tend to use a lot of ginger in our drink. Because we know ginger is really good for us. You know, and things like that. We got a lot of herbs. We use things like lime leaf. When we got a cold, we just go pick some lime leaf, wash it, boil it. We use orange skin to make tea. We'll put it in our porridge, you know, because I was growing up old school with my grandparents. So I know everything just raw back old school, you know. You get a boil, they will cut a piece of banana skin, they warm it. They put it on there, I think maybe with sometimes, I don't want to mistake, but I know it burns as hell. I can't remember if my grandmother, they put rum or something, because one of my cousins had a boil between his leg, between his groin, and she cut a piece of banana skin and she warm it, put like, I think some kerosene oil on it as well, and she take that thing on him and it burst, and then, you know, it started healing. You know what I mean? I used to see her make grater coconut. That's how I was growing up, grater coconut. We never no blender and thing like when I maybe about 10, 11 we start blending, but before that everything we used to just grater it, you know. A lot of the time our fingers be full of blisters from gratering coconuts, carrots, you know, and things like that, you know. When you're growing up with the elders, the older ones, or you know, your grandparents, you learn a lot because they do everything old school, you know what I mean? So it's good. And the old people, they do everything like more proper. They spend more time into what they're doing. You know, they'll take forever to wash the carrot. Back home, every carrot we wash, we had to scrape it. Nowadays, I don't even see people scrape carrots. Like, I don't know why the people back home used to scrape the carrots, but they used to scrape the carrots. You know what I mean? And then we will chop it up, put it in soups, you know, things like that. Growing up in the 80s, you know, a lot of people to me was living more healthier, more longer, because you never had all that GMO food. And you know, back then, everything we used to get from the market, fresh from the farms, you know. So it was all good, and everyone used to eat healthy back then. I don't know what happened now. You know, like people they don't live. And growing up in my time too, in the 80s, there wasn't a lot of pills. People never used to take a lot of medication, because you know there used to be a lot of herbs. You know, herbalists back home. You could always go to the old people and, you know, tell them how you feel, and then they'll, you know, tell you what herbs is good for you to boil, or whichever way, you know, you need to consume it or use it externally, you know, internally. There's always some sort of herbs or something for everything. There's a remedy for everything on this earth, from cancer to HIV to AIDS to you name it. And the things like herbs heal almost everything. Almost every disease and virus you can think of, herbs can heal it. You know, and that's a fact. Whether you want to smoke it, or, you know, you can only drink it. You know, you can even bath in that thing. Can use it to wash your hair. You know, that thing is very powerful, man. That thing made me hallucinate a couple of times, and I'm saying seriously, no joke, I found myself floating, not my feet not touching the floor, and I was panicking as hell because I thought I was about to lift off, man. No joke. I was walking, but my feet was not touching the ground, and loads more experiences I had, and I'm like, is this real? You know, sometimes I'm scared to share an experience with some people because they might think I'm mad. You know, but for real, we need to go back to our herbs, and you know, all these trees we see around, don't ever get it twisted. They're here for a purpose, and they're here for every tree have its purpose and its use. You know, it's just that they've hidden everything away from us. I bet like a lot of us don't. If you check out people that study trees and plants and herbs, they withhold a lot of secrets, because they know, like, basically what some trees and bushes we see, and you know, we look at them like, oh, that's just nothing. It's not true. You know, as simple as even the grass you see outside, it's got a purpose for us. You know, everything on this earth is provided, you know, because it's got a purpose. Nothing here is on purpose. Nothing. Exactly, Ivan. Man-made drugs are for the weak mind. That's right. That's exactly what I was just saying, Ivan. We got to be more self-sufficient, more self-reliant. You know what I'm saying? Do for self. All right, for example now, check this out. Say something should happen, and the only way for you to escape is to go up a tree. Now, be honest, how many people really knows how to climb a tree without falling out and coming back down safely? A lot of people don't. George Bush died. Glorious is thy kingdom. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us cannot climb trees. We don't know how to go through a fence. Like, I'm glad I was growing up in the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? Because I climb tree like I think I could beat a monkey. You feel me? Because to me, Jamaica is like a little, it's like a military base. No, you can't grow in Jamaica and grow soft. It's just not possible. When I was growing up, I was like a tomboy. There's nothing the boys would do that I wouldn't do. Football, I'm there. Cricket, I'm there. Marbles, I'm there. Elastic, I'm there. Climbing the trees, I'm there. You see what I'm saying? So we got to learn to be, as our people would say back home, you got to learn to be versatile and flexible. You get me? Whatever field you're in. Yeah, whatever field you're in, you got to just know to maneuver yourself. You see what I'm saying? If a storm should come right now and they're saying, oh, a tsunami is gonna come after, how are we gonna get away from that? You know what I'm saying? We gotta be thinking about, you know, digging out some holes, going in some, and we gotta go back to nature as well, go back to, you know, old school. You see what I'm saying? Because we keep moving forward with this world and this society, and really it's not for us, because we're not fast moving people. We people that, you know, our ancestors, we take our time in everything that we're doing. We kind of like, we were very organized people. We never just jump and do things, you know, everything being properly organized and things like that. You see what I'm saying? So there's just simple little things that we got. A lot of us can't even climb on top of a roof. If we get on top of a roof, we start panicking, like, how are we gonna get down? You know, just simple little things like those. What if the worst of the worst should happen and we all should end up in like some, you know, some next part of the earth where, you know, nothing is there. It's just empty. Like, what we're gonna start? We're gonna have a panic attack? No, we're gonna start knocking heads together and say, well, all right then, where's the carpenter? Where's the technician? Where's the builder? Where's the this? Where's the that? And we group up everyone who can make blocks, who know to make cement, how will produce steel, and all these things. Because trust me, there is a time like this coming ahead where we all gonna have to go back to being one again and doing for self again. Because this reality we have right here is all an illusion and it ain't real. You see what I'm saying? Whether you want to believe me or not, I'm telling you, this reality you see today is an illusion. And every illusion comes with an expiry date. So we here tracing the clothes and the shoes and the pretty cars and the watch and the this and the that. How much of you can go and make a stick to pick akis from out of trees? How much of you can make a stick to pick mangoes from the trees? How much of you can climb a coconut tree to pick some coconut jelly for your whole entire relative so we all can drink some water jelly? You see what I'm saying? A lot of people be like, oh, that's too high, I'm not going up there. That's a joke. But yet still we got fancy cars, we got fancy clothes, we have all these things. When we die, ain't none of this coming with us, you know. This is why I'm saying it's an illusion. They got us chasing an illusion. We should be teaching our children trades. We should be teaching our children skills. We should help to empower our children in every single possible way we can. You know, everybody's like, oh, I want to finish college, I want to go university. And then what? And then what? Going to college only puts you in debt. Going to university puts you in more debt. Going for your master's degree puts you in a major debt. So now tell me, when you add, multiply, subtract all of this, isn't it all an illusion? Isn't it trapping you back in slavery, in bondage, what we're all trying to escape from? I mean, if I'm talking madness, just let me know. So I'm saying, say less I know. It's crazy. What you're saying is an illusion, because I'm just seeing, I can only speak for what I see. You see what I'm saying? What my ancestors are allowing me to see. What they're telling me, what my DNA is telling me, what my genes is telling me. You know, I feel like I've been here many a times before. Because so many times I have like deja vu, and I'm like, but I've been here before. And then sometimes I'll look around to see if anybody's looking at me, because I start feeling strange, I start feeling weird. And I keep ending up in this kind of predicament so many times. I keep finding myself in places, and every time I find myself at that specific place, I'm like, but I've been here before. Why am I here again? And then I find myself somewhere again, I'm like, I've been here before. And I don't know if anybody have the experience, but you know, just just a little bit of my experience I want to share. You know, some people call it deja vu, some people call it a replay. Some people call it reaction, some people call it memories from the past, you know, some people call it the ancestors trying to connect with you, you know. But turn it down more, Wally, please. But it's very serious though. We got to learn to do just simple logic things. I bet a lot of our females, you give them a bath with some water. All the washing machines are no longer working because, for example, we got shut down with the electric, right? No electric ain't running up. How are we and our children and families? How are we gonna get our clothes? How are we gonna get our things all clean? If one, you don't know how to hold a washing brush. Two, you don't know how to wash clothes properly using a washing brush because you no longer have a washing machine. So you see, these are just simple little basic little things, you know, I'm trying to get across to my females. Like maybe a lot of females don't even know how to hang clothes on a line with clothespins. You see what I'm saying? And that's like baby age. So this is what I'm trying to say, just like simple little things. It's not like these big major things, as I say, like the cars and the this and the that. All of that is nothing. All of them things is just illusions. You see what I'm saying? Our ancestors, what we need to remember is we created everything. We invented everything. So there's nothing new under the sun when it comes to us. Nothing. So all of these glitter and gold we see, they're flashing and, you know, trying to strike our eyes. We should just start cutting our eyes past all of these. People see me all the time and they say to me, boy, you ain't fussing it. And I'm like, no, I'm like one of the simplest person you will ever find. But when it comes to fuckery, you know what I mean? I know to set that straight. But I'm one of the simplest, calmest, you know, females about, man. I can reason with even the dog. And we're good. Trust that. Every day I reason with the cats. I talk to the trees. You feel me? Because I feel more appreciated talking to the cats and the dogs and the trees than even speaking to, you know, your own kind sometimes. You know, you try to educate them and help them and, you know, teach them a little things here and there. You know, baby steps with them and, you know, they just shun you, or, you know, it's like someone throwing a bucket of shit on you after you just take them out of some shit. You see what I'm trying to say? It's just crazy, man. It's really crazy. What happens to you every now and then, Oak Cliff? Does it feel strange to you, Oak Cliff, when it happens? Do you panic? Do you look around to see if anyone is kind of picking up what you know, what you've realized? Are you, Jones? Because it always happens to me. Whenever it happens to me, the first thing I do is like look around to see if anyone, you know, see what's happening. But it's all good. It's all good. Chief, where you at? Albert, where you at, sis? See? They all run and leave me alone. Anyway, I'll hold it down till they get back. Anything y'all want to talk about? Oh, yes, man. I feel weird about you. Yeah, that's me as well, Oak Cliff. That is, do any of you ever feel like you're traveling through time? Ever feel like you're here but you're not really here? Is that you're reflecting from somewhere else? I don't know. It's just my little experiences, you know? That sounds a bit strange to a lot of people, but you know, maybe we all do have a little, you know, here and there moments, you know? We'll have a little here and there moments, man. But for real though, like the simple little things like washing clothes with... Get up from here and go there, man.
No, mommy, not for my home. I will.
Yeah, but this, I'm not alone. I feel. No, Oak Cliff. I feel better because at least now I know I'm not alone. You see what I'm saying? Now I feel like I'm not alone.
Can you fix it, please?
Fix what? I'm on the phone. Fix what?
It's tablet case. Because you do it.
Yeah, as I was saying, we need to go back to the simple little things, man. You know, I remember growing up as a little girl, my grandmother would put me with a bath outside with my shoes, my washing brush, the bleach, you know, Softland, you know, my little knickers, and teach me to wash my stuff from a very young age. A lot of our girls, you give them a little bucket to wash just their little knickers, and they can't do that. It's not possible for them to survive without a washing machine. A lot of people in the UK, they don't even wash their clothes and shoes. They throw it in the bin. When I first came here, I was asking questions like, I see a lot of them wearing dirty shoes and stuff. And I would say like, don't you lot wash your shoes? And they're like, no, as soon as it gets dirty, we throw it in the bin. And I was like, wow, you lot don't know about washing brush and soap and a bucket of water? And they was like, they look at me weird, like, what's that? And I was like, man, it seems like I'm from another world or something. You know, the knickers get dirty, they throw them in the bin. It's crazy, it's crazy. It's very crazy. Ty, you back? Nope. No one's here. Me alone. Yeah, man, just basic little things like, you know, planting, knowing, growing in a country, you got a banana tree. A lot of people don't even know when the bananas are fit to be cooked and fit to be eaten raw. Simple little things like that. A lot of people don't know when a potato is a right potato, or a pumpkin is a proper pumpkin. Like, you know, you're not going to the store to get proper pumpkin and buying Halloween pumpkins, because they do that a lot in the UK. If you don't know what pumpkin you want, you end up buying Halloween pumpkins because they sell it on the market every day. In Jamaica, I don't know what Halloween pumpkin is. I know a pumpkin is a pumpkin, and I know what a real pumpkin looks like. You get me? So, as I said before, I'm glad that I was growing up in the Caribbean, man, because it opened up my eyes and my mind to a lot of things. Like, people can't just trick me like that. No, I don't get down like that, man. No way. I examine everything. If I see something, I'll say like, no, that's fake, that's not right, da-da-da-da-da. It shouldn't be looked like. When I go in the stores over here, I talk, you know, if I'm in the queue too long, I'll ask for them to open up another tilt, and people like, how you do that? And I'm like, listen, man, in this life and time and moment, if you don't speak, people won't know what you require. You got to speak. They will stand there in these long queues, and then they're like, oh, but the time outside, you know, my car isn't, the ticket. And I'm like, it's simple. Ask for every store I go in, if there's a problem, the first thing I say, can I speak to the manager, please? And all the staff will be looking at me like, who is she? Every store I go in, if the queues are too long, can I speak to the manager, please? Nobody likes when you call for the manager. That's a secret. No staff likes when you call for the manager, because if the manager comes out, the first thing the manager is going to check out, why do, you know, a customer need the manager to come out on the floor. So, and I'll say to him like, can I get another till open, please? And immediately you will get a staff and put them on the tilt. You know, people look at me like, oh, you know, like, I wish I could be like you. And I'm like, ain't nothing to be like me. It's just, we all have a mouth. Speak. You know, you're not being rude. You're asking in a very, you know, decent and intelligent way. Please, can I have another till open? You know, I've got something to do, you know. You see what I'm saying? And you're not being rude about it. Me too, Oak Cliff. I'm on point with that. You see what I'm saying? I take out things from the store, and the other day I went in there and I said, listen, man, customer rights. And the man opened up his eyes and he looked at me and he was like, yeah, you're right. I said, okay. And I never had to say another word. All I said to him was, sir, remember customer rights. And he's and believe you me, it worked magic. You know? It's like he just started doing everything for me right there and then. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this for you and I'm gonna do that for you. And you know, and apart from that, these people know who we are. Never forget that. They know who we are. If we demand the world today, they have to give us the world, because you hear them talk about the system and who's the system. I will think about we're the system, because who uphold the system? Us. Without us, there's no system. Without us, there is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Everything is the profits. Everything is off of us. All backs. We're the dominant ones of the earth, man. Come on, man. We dominate all four corners of the earth. So now think about it. Who the heck could really make up the system? Wouldn't it be us, the dominant ones? Everything has to be the dominant ones. Everything. Anything otherwise from that, it just won't work. And that's a fact. It's a simple fact. You know what I mean? We don't really need to get Einstein for all of that. Really don't need to get Einstein for all of that at all. Facts, ATF. Facts. This is why, as soon as we come out the womb, it's like they got a curriculum set out for us. You go nursery, after nursery, you go basic school, you go primary school, you go high school, you go college, you go uni. How is, what about teaching us things like karate, swimming, technician, mechanic, hairdressing, herbalist? You know, just to self-sustain ourselves and our people. And we've asked ourselves these questions. Why are we not being taught these things from birth? Even if you grow up and say your dad is a mechanic, you grow up and they see how you master that shit, they're coming for your ass, because they don't want you as a master to start teaching younger ones. And they know, once you're a master, they know that everything you touch is gold. You're only producing masters yourself. The best of the best. That's all we ever produce. Only the best of the best. And we never settle for nothing less. Never. Everything we touch is gold. Everything we produce is gold. The fastest runners, us. Swimmers, us. Technicians, us. Scientists, us. Historians, us. Everything they put in front of us is just for entertainment purposes only, and it's all an illusion. And until we get that, then, you know, everything will just remain an illusion. You know, we got to know that we the gods. We're the true gods and goddesses of this earth. Ain't no sky daddy coming to save us. We the gods and goddesses of this earth. Any Jesus there is that ever walked foot on this earth is our ancestors or reincarnation of us. Trust that. Why would the Pope pray to Madonna, the Black Mother, the melanated, the copper tone mother and child? He don't pray to no bloody father. He prays to the mother and child. That's who he prays to every day. Mother and child. Melanated. That beautiful hot chocolate copper tone coffee right there. Don't you think he wish he had a little bit of chocolate running up them bloodstreams too? Don't you think? I think so. Go for me to be praying to something that you know has nothing to do with me, then, you know, speaks a lot of volume to me. Speaks a lot of volume to me. Facts, Oakley, facts. No, Sky Daddy ain't coming ATF. Not none. We can keep dreaming, but I ain't never happening. They say pray to the sun. There's only one sun, and it's the sun in the sky. What other sun could there be? There is no other sun. You see what I'm saying? Jesus, the Son of God. There's only one sun, and it's the sun in the sky. There ain't no other sun. The great Aloha, Ahoa, or whatever we want to call it. The soul, the life sustainer, the light bearer, the bright and morning star. That's the sun. You know what I mean? We don't need Einstein. It's like we've been walking around. They gave us this veil over our faces. So we all been walking around with these veils over our faces that, you know, we think if we move the veil, the sun is gonna come and blind our eyes. So it's best to stay behind the veil, because they tell you like the veil is to protect the sun from coming in your eyes. So we're so scared to move the veil. You know what I mean? But I've ripped up that veil time ago. So I'm saying, because I want to see what's really going on. I'm tired of looking through this veil, because the veil sometimes can be very blurry. You understand? And I don't like to see nothing blurry. I like to see everything plain and straight. What my eyes are supposed to see. So I know what I'm supposed to know. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Hypnosis. You're right, Oakley. And hypnotizers. You see all these, everything they do, it's just for amusement. It's just here to keep us amused. Keep us in a maze. Have us going around and round in circles. You know? Generation after generation. And we got to break that cycle. He said the village headband. That's what's up, Oakley. I ripped up mine time ago, man. Enough of that, man. You see what I'm saying? If you're always behind the curtain, how you gonna know what's going on in front of the curtain? You gotta come out from behind the curtain to see what's going on. It's not that hard. You know? It's not that hard at all. It's all good. It's my honor to come and see all of y'all, meet up with all of y'all. You know, we in the UK Copper Council. It's our honor, man, to come and meet all of y'all over there and just have, you know, great time. We miss our people, man. We miss our people badly. We feel lonely, you know, just us, you know, the few handful over here that we know what we know. We're trying hard to spread the word across. You know, get it out to as much people, you know, big up people like, I gotta big up my team, man, Copper Hot Step, DJ Gambler, Chief Inca, aka Lacona Empire, Blue, you know, Arawak Sage, a lot of them that don't even come on the panel, but you know, we got a few people in our council. It's just that some of them are just heck a bit busy, you know? But there's always somebody representing. I'm always over here representing for the UK. You know? Sometimes Copper is here. Sometimes all of us is here. You see what I'm saying? But I just always try to be here just to represent for the UK. You see what I'm saying? Maybe the other one's on another call, having a chat or something. And most of the time I'm with them. You know? We talk every day. We like... We've known each other forever. We never argue with each other. We never had a fuss. We never had a quarrel. We never had a malice. Never. We're so tight that, you know, it's kind of hard for anything to come and try and get in between or try to break us up, because we just don't get down like that. You can ask any one of them. We don't get down like that. Oh, thank you, ATF. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate all of you staying with me. They've all left me and gone, you know. But I'm still here until they come back. You know, somebody got to hold it down. Maybe Ty, Chief, Bones. Coach said he's on a phone call. Some one of them will be back soon. It's all good. I really appreciate y'all staying with me, man. Really appreciate all of y'all. For real, for real. It's all love, man. All the time. It's all love. Feel like I've known you all forever. I feel like I've grown with you all from since I was a baby, you know? That's true love, man. You know, we just that's all I ask for, you know, just love and compassion amongst our people. Like, haven't we been fighting and warring and killing each other for decades? Don't you know if we all come in unity and peace and harmony, we can change the world with just that simple vibration? Whether or not y'all wanna believe me, I bet my life, I bet any one of you my life, if we decide to come today in unity and harmony and real peace and love, that frequency alone will change the whole world. Believe me when I tell you that. This is why they keep us segregated. They keep us war. Who kill each other? Who is killing us? Ain't them? It's us killing us. When are we gonna see that? It's us killing us. And that's a fact. Who takes all these most drugs that they produce out here? Us. When are we gonna open up our eyes and see? You see what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm just pouring out my heart, man, because I've had enough. All I want to see my people is just in love, harmony, and peace, man. Just for once, y'all. All I'm begging is just this one chance, this one little time, for us all to come together in love, peace, and harmony, man, like from the heart, from the soul, in real life, in real time, and show the world who we are, what we're made of. We're not all about killing each other, you know, cussing each other, bickering behind each other back, you know, being traitors to each other. Like, man, them things are holding us back, man, and that's the energy that feeds them. When we do all these negative things to each other, that energy feeds them. Once we come together in peace, love, unity, and harmony, there is nothing to come between that. And believe you me, we wouldn't. In Jamaica growing up, I hear the old people said, faith move mountains. And I always, because the old people back home, they speak, you hear them talk about Bible speak parables. Bullshit. The old people speak parables. And it will take you years before you can master or grasp exactly what they are saying. Like, I'll give you an example. My grandmother used to say to me, say, anywhere you catch a cold, go back there, go blow your nose. That simple means anywhere you get pregnant or any man that get you pregnant, when you find out you're pregnant, go back to the man. You see the simple little parables, and I would never have a clue what who can't hear or go feel. Simple mean if you don't listen, when you get hurt, nobody come here, sir. Because you've been warned, but you choose not to listen. You know, just simple little things like those. You see what? Just simple little things like those. You see what I'm saying? You grown with the elders, man. You can't go wrong. When I was growing up as a little girl, my grandpeople used to keep me in all the time, and I'm like, what kind of prisoner thing is this? But not growing to realize that they know what's out there. Oh, Cliff, you're killing me, sis. You're killing me. Yeah, ATF, that's a fact. Our spirits are definitely connected. That's a fact. And you know another funny thing? I've never seen a lot of you before, but it's like, you know, I always, when I dream, always find myself in this big congregation of people, and I always ask myself, is, you know, it must be you lot that I've never met. You know, I must find myself with, amongst my people in big congregations. You know, just us. Like, why can't we just go back to, you know, just us? We don't hate nobody. We love everybody, because at the end of the day, everybody comes from us. So it's just daft when people be like, oh, but you hate them and you're racist. How can we be? Every species came from us, and that's a fact. But all we're saying is, can we just be left alone? You know, govern our own self. If we're being left alone to govern our own self, we can do that, you know. We don't need to be we never asked to be governed. You see what I'm saying? We're just grown up found out like, oh, you've been governed over there and you've been governed up. We never asked to be governed. When we were sent here in the womb, we weren't sent here to be governed or managed or, you know, border off or, you know, told what to be. No! We are free spirit people. Our ancestors never settled. We are travelers. You hear them call the Irish gypsy travelers? No, that's us. We are travelers. We never stay one place for too long. Everywhere we go, we build. And when we build, we leave that behind for the upcoming generation. We go somewhere, we build again. We leave that for the next upcoming generations. And that's how, you know, it continues on. The trades were taught, the skills were taught, you know, all the experiences were taught. Give our little children now bow and arrow stuff to shoot. Let's say, we go hunting. Half of them don't even know how to use a bow and arrow to shoot a rabbit. For heaven's sake. You see what I'm saying? Those things are in our bloodline. Well, Oak Cliff, you know how that goes, sis. So we prospering without them being involved. Like, oh, we never make them. Like, this is come back to what I'm saying. Whatever they see us master is always going to be a problem, because they cannot allow us to grow up and be masters and then grow up and, you know, teach our people, and we all becoming masters of everything, and they're not involved. Wow. Oh no, they'll find every way to get themselves in. Just if it's even one head they can push in, they're gonna try. You see what I'm saying? But it's about that time we go back and within ourselves and show the world, like, we've been doing this. There is nothing on the face of the earth we cannot do. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing in the world we can't do, man. I don't know if a lot of you have ever seen, is it Love and Basketball? When the father was saying to Mike, is it Mike Epps? I like that guy. He's beautiful. He's very handsome. I must say, I admire my male in the Americas. They're very, very handsome people. Very beautiful. I love their skin, their complexion, their hair. Wow. You know, that dark chocolate. Anyway. Yeah, the dad was saying to, well, I think he was saying to him, like, Dad, I can't. And his dad to him, his dad turned to him and said, son, can't is not in our vocabulary. So you all see how that works? That word can't wasn't even, it never even existed. There's no such thing as can't. The word can't to me equals fair. And once you fair something, you never pass it. You see what I'm saying? You never pass it. So we got to get can't out of our vocabulary completely. Eradicate it. You know, like permanently. This world can, you know, affect us in many ways. It's a simple little word or a simple little term, but that's how powerful words are. You see what I'm saying? But it's all good. Do you lot want to talk about anything specific? Teach me something I don't know about in the Americas. Ask me questions about the UK. Anything. My little knowledge that I know I can share. You know? What's life like for you over there, like in the different states? Your laws. You know, your treatment like as females in the UK. As a female, you get somebody's back, thank God. Like in the UK, the females, they get pampered in a sense once you got certain paperwork, if you know what I mean. You know, so is it same for my sisters in the Americas? Who's back?
Oh, this Coach.
Coach, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
So come back, big bro. Just here trying to hold it down till y'all come back.
But what was you talking about the paperwork over there?
Oh no, I was saying about as a female, once you got your paperwork, it's all right for you, but if you ain't, then you know, it's very difficult. You're not entitled to nothing, so you don't get help in no way, no form.
What you talking about paperwork as in registering?
Status. No, status.
Oh, you had to fix your status over there.
I live in London, sellout. That's where I live. I live in London.
Oh, okay. What's up, Cliff?
No.
Oh, Cliff.
Yeah, they've been holding it down with me, man. Peace, no sellout. Best area to raise a family in the London area or surrounding area. That's where I live, sellout, in London. I live in a place called Enfield. It's mostly, you know, Coach, them kind of people. Most of them buy their houses from it was like $25 and shit. So you see where I'm coming from.
Oh yeah, I totally understand.
And I bet you my life, Coach, they weren't these ones. They weren't the ones that build these houses, because these houses are old, Coach.
They're gonna try to move you. They're gonna try to move.
And they also got underground basements, Coach. But what this seems to do now is, because I've got one in my house, but they lock them. Why is that? They're kind of like trying to seal them off. Why is that?
They try to keep you from going in the basement? You must be renting.
Yeah.
They probably trying to use it as storage. The person that you rented from is probably. I remember back when we was renting, but we was looking at some homes to rent. And they was telling us that they was using the basement as a storage room and stuff like that. That could be one reason, or I mean, a lot of people keep their stuff in the basement of the home, or if the home need to be fixed and stuff like that, they keep the materials there at the house in the basement. So that could be one reason why.
Okay, because I know, back in the days when they used to have like a lot of bombings and stuff, they used to, let everybody go in the basement over here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think they just probably they can't. It might not be the reason, but the first thing I would think is that the owner of the property is using it as a storage facility to store, all their stuff. Well, that's what they would do here.
I'm always curious what's down there,
Oh, you haven't been down there?
No, because they've put carpet. Most of the houses in the UK are carpet, right?
Right.
So the whole place has been carpet, so they've carpet over it.
Oh, they put the carpet over to get in the basement. There's no way to get in the basement from outside?
Nope.
Oh, then it might just be up to you to cut it up and go down there and look on your own. Yeah, it's a small crew today. They've been riding with us all week, and I'm excited about the morning show. So we talking about getting on at 4 o'clock on Monday morning. That's gonna be like around 10 o'clock your time.
Yeah. That's all good. No. I've got a meeting to go to at 11. Yeah, I could probably stay with you until about I'll get back home. I'll get back home by at least 9.
Okay. No, what I'm saying is we're gonna run it. We're gonna run it every day, like every day. So like, you have a meeting every morning.
Mm-hmm.
You have a meeting every morning.
No. I thought you was telling me that you're gonna have a meeting every morning.
Oh no, not a meeting.
Okay.
No.
It's my son. He's blew his head off at the school. Go
okay.
please. Move from there. Yeah, he just said he was shouting at the school, so I had to just go in for a meeting. But I'm gonna tell him that.
Yeah. I got you.
I cannot because I have to leave back out again, reach back home, and then go back to the. Get up for
no problem.
Go back there, but I'll be home by 9. But I just have to be there for 11.
Okay.
So I'll be home. Yeah.
What we're gonna do is the morning show is gonna be every morning, Monday through Friday.
Right.
So we're trying to create a show, like a morning show.
It's all good, and then Wednesday I got to go see my lawyer.
Oh, it's no problem.
I'm free. That's
okay.
I'm free, man. I'm free.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna be working around each other's schedules.
What I can do is I'll probably just 1 minute.
Oh, no problem. So what's going on out there in the chat? What's going on Sellout? What's out on Cliff? What y'all got shaking today, man? What's going on this Saturday? It's rainy down here where I'm at. What y'all got popping? Let's see. I went to Google. It said George H.W. Bush. Let me see. N. Jones. I don't know if you're still there. Peace. Getting ready to go see Corey Holcomb. Oh yeah. Yeah. You should have a good time. Then he's like a straightforward guy. So I know you about to laugh your ass off today. That dude is a fool. A straight fool. Yeah, he a real fool. I can't say it enough. Somebody getting them greens on the stove. We know where the good groceries at, y'all. And Jones says she got them greens cooking. She about to get some knocks on you, though. And I like some greens. Indigenous 50. What up, Indigenous? What's good with you? You yell at everybody. Just trying to see what everybody got going on this Saturday. I do too. Hey, Cliff, I love me some greens too, dog. Man, what? With some good old cornbread. I know y'all gonna tell me corn ain't good for you, but some good cornbread, some stovetop cornbread and some greens. Shit. I'm about to tear something up. Okay, I got you. We building Indigenous, man. Indigenous 50, 6 Ace, man. We building. We not trying. We building. Man, Oak Cliff, I can't eat cabbage, man. I grew up eating cabbage. Yeah, I can't eat the cabbage, man.
I was growing up on that thing, man. Cabbage is a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not these ones they have over here. These ones over here don't look right and it don't taste right. It's like, it's so chowy and it's, oh man, cabbage back home, you steam that for like 5-10 minutes and you know, it's chewable and digestible over here. That thing is like plastic, man.
Yeah.
And they got some cabbage big like flipping sunflowers. I'm like, what?
And I like some good cabbage, boy. Woo. I used to eat that with some with some cornbread. That's something else I ate with that cornbread. I didn't even need the meat. All I needed was some peppers, some cabbage, and some cornbread. Man, I'm on the go. See what else
for you, man. Callaloo, pop chow. You know what's pop chow, right?
What's
Jamaican
that?
Bloodline. You don't know pop chow? You're joking me right now, coach.
I'm serious.
Oh, stop it, man. How can you? You're embarrassing me, coach. Stop it, man. Really? You guys don't have that over there, not even the markets?
What is it called?
Pop chow. Pop chow.
Pop chow.
Pop chow.
You ever had pop chow? Is it a pork chop? I don't know what it is. Nah,
it's just like vegetables. It's just like callaloo and spinach and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I never heard that term.
Pop chow.
Oh, Cliff said they sell it where he at.
And she said they make that
like
fake cabbage too.
Vegetables. Now, Cliff, I knew a lady used to make them turkey necks. What was it, turkey necks? And they used to, chicken necks. I don't know if they was turkey necks or chicken necks. Probably turkey necks. But they used to fry them, bro. And we used to have a whole bunch of, man.
You used to get turkey necks too?
Yeah, I used to. Oh, I'm sorry, Oak Cliff. I'm sorry. I should have clicked on Oak Cliff Tiff. I should have read all the way out. Tiff would have let me know you was a lady. I'm so sorry.
Oak Cliff is a sister.
Yeah.
You probably didn't know Oak Cliff. It's all good, sis. You probably didn't know.
No, I didn't. I was just looking at Oak Cliff. Oak Cliff.
Yeah.
But I clicked on her profile. I see now.
You like they sell gizzard over there? Gizzard, chicken gizzard too?
Oh yeah. Now when I was growing up in the city, I used to go to the corner store and they used to sell me chicken gizzards. They put them in a brown paper bag. Oh, they used to be so good.
Chicken back.
What's that?
Chicken back, the backbone of the chicken. Jamaica we call it chicken back.
No, I don't think I didn't eat it before because I know I cooked the whole chicken. I used to eat the whole chicken.
Yes, gizzards. Oxtail, curry goat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't tore all that up.
I done tore all that up.
I haven't had it in a while.
You know what them box do? They sell back sandwiches. Is it?
They call it back sandwiches?
That's right, NJ. Some nice chicken back soup. See now, NJ know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm learning.
Some nice chicken back soup. Wow, you can't beat that. Of course, oxtails. Beef patty. You see we are one people?
Yeah, now I grew up eating beef patties
we are one
when I was on a rush. Let me get about 2 of them patties.
About patties?
What? Come on now.
Really?
I'll tear me a beef patty up when I was on the run.
Because I know a lot of things in the Americas, they hold back from y'all. Like what we have in the Caribbean. You see what I'm saying? They hold back a lot of things from y'all. Because like, even a lot of things we have in the UK that comes from the Caribbean, I bet you my life, a lot of them in the Americas.
But we have a lot of authentic, Jamaican restaurants and Caribbean restaurants. So they be hooking you up with the plantains and all that good stuff. So
there seems to be a lot of Jamaicans living in the Americas.
Yep, you know it. See, and Jones said they got a Jamaican restaurant.
Oh, we have Jamaican. What? It's all good then. So y'all know what's up, man. You're used to the food and everything. Jerk chicken, jerk pork, even though I don't eat pork.
My favorite was I used to eat them oxtails with that rice and
peas.
Yeah, I used to be in heaven. Oh man.
Can you cook that? Can you cook that, coach? Rice and peas and oxtail, rice and peas and curry.
Oh yeah.
Can you cook that
yeah. I can cook all that. Yeah.
You can make soup, porridge.
No, I don't know nothing about the soup. I did jerk chicken.
You can't make chicken soup. Aki and saltfish. Don't say Aki Jones. When you say Aki is a trigger word for me. Peace, Bones. Aki is a trigger word for me. Don't say Aki, please.
Yeah, cornmeal porridge.
Well,
oh my God! Don't say cornmeal porridge. That's a trigger word.
We had
don't say cornmeal porridge.
Yeah, I started making my own cocoa bread about a month ago because I'm in Georgia. They don't sell it, so I have to make it.
You're joking? You make cocoa bread?
Yeah, I make cocoa bread, my beef patties, because they don't have them stores here in Jamaica, so I have to.
You go. How much is it for one? You're gonna freeze it and sell me some for real, for real. No, I'm not laughing.
Listen, give me your address. I'll just send it to you.
I'll give you my address now. You gotta get a pen. I'm giving you my address.
No, don't put it. We live. Don't do it on live.
Okay, as soon as I get off this bitch, I'll be giving you my address and you gonna use that shit and send it. And mail that shit to me, bro. As long as they don't teeth none in the fucking customs. Just tell me how much you putting there. Yep, I need that.
I don't know
nothing. When I got here, they didn't make it. They didn't have stores here, so I was like, you know what? I just got to start back making it.
Facts. You see what I'm just saying, Coach? We can do everything for ourselves.
Oh yeah,
everything.
I know. I did at the Caribbean festival we have in Atlanta every year. I cooked probably about
you lot eat prawns over there? You eat prawns too? Lobsters? You lot eat all that?
Yeah, we eat all that. But we were selling what's that? Cunt.
Conchs? You lot eat conchs?
Well, I really never had it. I know how to make it, and then I had
oysters.
The jerk chicken. I never had that neither. I just don't think I was.
Oysters. Do you like eat oysters?
No, I'm not big on the oysters.
Yeah, I don't eat oysters, but yeah, people eat them. I don't.
Back home, they put a bit of sauce on it and they scrape it out and put it in our mouth from the shell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Eat them raw, hot sauce, lemon, not
raw,
me.
Hot sauce.
Yeah, that's what they were selling, fritters. And
you don't know about fritters?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know about them.
Wow.
But they sold out so fast. It's like it was a delicacy. And I was like, so the next day when we did it 3 days, I think, but the next day, no, we did it. It was for 2 days. So the first day we sold out real quick. It was like, wow, but I was making that jerk chicken and stuff and all that stuff. It went fast. That stuff went real fast.
Trust me. Anywhere you go where we are, you make all kind of food, go. That's what I'm saying. Like when we having them kind of things, we should make big pots of rice and peas, big pots of curry, big pots of oxtail, fried fish, fried chicken, fritters, porridge, soup, all of these stuff. You can't fail.
You can't.
You will never lose.
We had all that stuff.
Make our own little juice, fruit punch, rum punch, carrot juice, Simple little beverage, lime and sugar. Some people never taste that before.
Yeah, lime and sugar,
water. Mad. Cool, well chill. You give some people that, they keep coming back for more. Cool.
You know what I haven't had in a while? What's the juice? That? It's the carrot juice, Guinness, it's some type of milk, cinnamon, nutmeg. I haven't had it for years.
I know that's right, old Cliff Tiff. Talking about some she hungry now. I'm hungry too.
That one made me hop on. I was like, hold on, I got my stomach talking.
Which one are you talking about? Guinness punch? Carrot punch?
No, I think it's the Guinness one with the condensed milk, a little bit of carrot juice, nutmeg, cinnamon.
Vanilla.
Yeah. It's been years since I had it though.
What about soursop juice? You like drink that?
Yeah, soursop juice, yeah.
You make it yourself? Can you make it yourself?
No, when I was in Florida, there used to be a person, older lady that used to make it. We used to get it from.
Wow. What about June plum? You will have June plums?
I don't
haven't seen none since I've been up here.
Coach, you need to stop it.
Look,
What do you mean you don't know what that is? You don't know what juke?
Yeah, I used to drink sour seed. We used to down there in Florida. We used to pick it off the fence and boil it.
The leaves, right?
Yeah, the sour seed leaves to clean you out. Yeah.
Sour sap leaves is good for your nerves. It's good for anxiety.
Yeah, because down to South Florida, all that stuff still growing wild. We just used to pick it and boil it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Red stripe.
Yeah.
I love me my Guinness.
Oh, red stripe.
I'm a Guinness.
But they different in the States. The ones that come with yard, they taste different than the ones they have in the States.
And then you know another thing I found out? All the good foods that's produced in the Caribbean, guess where they all go? First.
What about?
The best of the best. Yeah, to the UK. What do you think?
Yeah, everything.
And then the waste, the ones that are refused by the UK or Europe, that's what's been issued to the rest of the world. I couldn't believe that. Yep.
I can.
Everything, the best of the best, that's the goes to the Queen. Yep.
Damn Queen. Well,
you guys have turkeys running around over there? Turkeys?
Yeah, we got wild turkeys.
Just there, everywhere, like certain places, everywhere.
Yeah, they native to over here.
Yeah, mainly the country you'll see them.
Running around just like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got chickens.
No, we got turkeys running around.
Yeah, chickens, turkeys.
Okay.
I remember growing up in Jamaica, there used to be ducks running around everywhere. Used to have a lot of ducks. I don't know where they went after a time. But
yeah, I got a neighbor who raised ducks.
Yeah, a lot of ducks was there in Jamaica running up and down. A lot of pigs.
They took them over there, I bet you that.
Used to have a lot of pigs. One time where I used to grow up as a little girl was inoculated with pigs. There were pigs everywhere.
They were trying to put it on us. Let them eat that crap.
The pigs everywhere.
I'm good. I'm straight.
Well, see, my family was Christian, so they love that. They love that pig, bro. Like at the church.
But for Christians didn't eat pork.
Nah, hell, Christians in America they love that pork.
Yeah, you know that's the one thing I've never eaten my whole entire life.
But in Jamaica, a lot of Christians that was against Christianity to eat pork.
Yeah,
that's something I know for a fact.
Yeah, not in America. They serve it in the church.
Stop that.
Man,
that's
pork
chops, part of the diet in America. What?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's American diet.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying yes. I can't do it. Never have, never will.
Crazy,
see,
man.
my grandfather, my grandfather, he was a Muslim. But he was an NOI Muslim. I'm gonna straighten that up. He was an NOI Muslim. And then but he didn't eat pork. But my grandmother, shit, they made the biggest goddamn hand. Look, I can make the best hand work.
How Oak Cliff just said, bacon wrapped everything.
Everything. No, not you.
I put that butt on the grill, that Boston butt, where it's really a shoulder. I might cook about 4 of them for about 7 to 8 hours. Shit, the whole city of Noonan coming. I can stand on the corner and tell them I ain't got to eat one sandwich. I'll tell every bit of it.
Coach, you got him in the chat talking from the Religion Pig feet.
I ain't never had no airs, none of that. But I know how to cook this stuff. Like I never cooked that, but ham.
So you don't mess with the sauce then? You don't mess with pig sauce?
No, I'm from Chicago, so when I came down, you know, most of it was like, nah, what the hell? Ugh. But my first time eating a butt was when I first got down here when I was about like 17. I thought it was that ooh, shit. I ain't had one in a long time. But I'm telling you, if I make one and I put on Facebook, I just put that butt on 8 hours ago, the whole world gonna be at my house trying to get some of that.
I passed. Can't do it.
I know you do. But see, like my cousin, if I cook that on the grill, I can't cook. He ain't gonna cook nothing. He ain't gonna cook nothing on that grill. He ain't gonna go near. He gonna tell you, use my grill. My Christian, they live for that pig.
I don't want to.
But then, like my family, my families that's like in the knowledge and stuff, they don't go no meeting. They not Muslims. They just don't. They know not to fuck with it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do. If there's pigs left, I guess I'm drinking water only.
I know that's right. I know. That's the number one reason. That's the reason why we be having high blood pressure and all that other shit. Eating that damn.
Coach, I remember the first time I went to Alabama and I had folks there and they called themselves cooking chitlins. I asked what that was. I said, "How could? Oh my God, how? I don't understand." And it is exactly what it sounds like. Chitlins, yeah, fill in the blanks. Ugh. Had the nerve to talk about, "Oh, you gonna help us clean it?" I'm not cleaning that shit. Man, had a whole neighborhood stink.
Coach, you're breaking up.
Whole neighborhood stink, and they supposed to put some hot sauce easy.
Oh. Still breaking up, yeah.
You're breaking up, Coach. No, thing, I know.
Alright, I'm in a bad spot.
Seafood, chicken every now and then, vegetables. That's about as far as I'm going. I don't trust too much of nothing when it comes to that food.
This is why we got to do a lot more home cook.
Yeah, I don't even eat fast food. I can't tell you what the inside of McDonald's look like. That's honest.
Peace. How's everybody doing?
Good.
My sound's a little messed up. Testing. My sound coming in messed up. Okay, hold on. Hold on 1 second. I gotta fix my mic. Hold on, sorry.
Can y'all hear me now?
No, you're breaking up.
I'm sitting in the box, Mommy.
Alright, what about now?
Go again.
Can y'all hear? Is it a little bit better?
A little bit better.
Yeah, I was in a bad spot. But yeah, my grandma used to make fried chicken sandwiches every Friday with coleslaw on top of them. And
St. Charles.
Look, I'm telling you, after school, I wouldn't even go home. I'd go to my friends' house. That's how bad shit stinks.
Who you telling? You heard what I said? Had a whole neighborhood stink. I didn't know.
Got pork, innit?
No, chitlins. It's pig intestines where all the people eat that.
Yeah, it's the intestines of the pig.
Yeah, the intestines of the pig come in a bucket. You got to clean it all out. People talk some hot sauce. Man, ain't nothing on the planet you can give me that's gonna make me eat that.
Hey, you gotta clean all the shit out there.
Listen, there is nothing that you can make me believe that you clean feces out of something that I'm gonna eat it still. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'll eat dirt.
We hear you, Ty.
Yeah, Ty, you clear.
We can hear you, Ty.
I would eat dirt and chew on rocks.
Ty, you eat chili?
Okay.
Yeah. The bones like he over there grabbing.
No. Listen, I had a bad experience when they were cleaning when I was a kid. No, I smelled that. Listen, I got the taste slapped out my mouth about that because I asked them how y'all gonna eat something that smell like that, man. Pow!
Hell no.
Listen, that was one whooping I was gonna take because no.
That sound like me getting popped in the mouth.
Yes, sir.
I don't think Bones heard you.
I sent you the one commercial. I sent it to you like a couple. Yeah, I sent mine in there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the whatchamacallit. If not, I can resend it because I still got it in the email. Yeah, it should have been a long video, your video.
It's a cannabis one. I don't know if you had started playing it the other night. It's in your email. Are you in your email? Yeah, you're gonna have to scroll down a little bit. Peace to the tribe. It's chilly out here. Are y'all snow? I kind of missed a little bit of that though, y'all. Get snowed in, you dig? You got to kind of say some of the names. Yeah. Click that. What does it say? No, that's the one we saw. We didn't watch the first one, did we? Oh, okay. What? You don't have no more in there? You sure? All right, hold on a second. I'm seeing something. Go to one of those videos, and then any one of those ones you just named. Yeah.
Such a massive economic.
What you got there? Hey, can you send Sword of Truth the link too? It just disappeared for me. It's not even in the back chat no more. Yeah. What do you see? Let me. I can't see it. You say show something?
The link's been.
Yeah, we can do that. What? Hold on. Nope. What? I did. Not yet. Bro, there's so much going on, bro. Well, we're trying to stay in the business of cannabis, so you had said something earlier about yeah, let's try that one.
It is money, Monday. It's money.
All right. I mean, yo, you know, it's just a how-to and do's and don'ts in the cannabis, man. You know, it's probably something that we need to check out. You know what I mean? All right, yeah, let's get it. Yeah, it says how to do's and don'ts of cannabis business, is what it said. Shout out to Executive Sessions. Shout out to Animals. Big Ooga Ooga. Let's get it. Let's go.
Industry, regardless of whether you live in a state that has legalized. It is Money Monday. It's Money Monday. That's my Millie Rock. Today, we're talking about how you can find financial freedom in the cannabis industry, regardless of whether you live in a state that has legalized or not. Which is what I love most about this space. The fact that it offers everyday people like you and me everywhere that are fighting for financial security and opportunity to actually obtain it now. Not when you've wasted your entire youth and adulthood chasing it, but now. So, if you're tired of slaving 50 long weeks a year to earn 2 short, measly weeks of vacation, if it feels like you've hit that glass ceiling and you don't want to wait for your idiot boss to deem you worthy of what you actually deserve, if you're tired of working hard all week just to barely afford being broke, I'm here to tell you that you have something special you can bring to the green industry and go from broke to ballin'. Appropriate? But for real, regardless, this video is for you. And knowing what not to do when you're coming into this space is just as important as knowing what to do. So before we get into the 6 biggest mistakes new entrepreneurs make when entering the industry, subscribe and be sure to join my newsletter, The Fight Club. It's where I share content aimed at helping you fight for a better business, fight for better relationships, fight for a better life. Now, back to the money. Whether you want to be directly involved in the industry where you're touching, growing, processing, or distributing the plant, or better yet, interested in making real money off the ancillary space, there is a place for you. The ancillary space includes everything that doesn't directly touch the plant, like marketing services, product packaging, technology, accounting, information, literally anything that exists as a job now. The cannabis industry is a parallel universe where an opening for that same job exists. It just has a little weed sprinkled on it. Okay. Now, this allows you, person that's been an assistant or mid-level employee on the way up, or anyone in a position where someone else gets to decide when they're good enough to level up. What this industry does is allow you to take your skills, pivot toward weed, and immediately come in as the expert. And if you position yourself the right way, you'll be paid as the expert too. I know this because I've spent the last couple of years getting paid to interview every major player in every facet of the industry, and I began using the insight I gained and connections I've made to help lead new entrepreneurs to financial freedom by discovering, establishing, and leveraging their unique positioning in this space. And there isn't a single person I've worked with that doesn't have something they can bring to this industry. I'm not really into titles. I just help people like you escape the matrix and collect your coins. But before weed, I worked 60, 70-hour work weeks just to stay above board. And finally, when I reached near 6 figures, I spent every ounce of my waking energy earning it while sacrificing my integrity and ignoring the fact that what I was doing was sucking my soul away. That's not how it is anymore. Now I travel when I want, I work when I want, and for someone like me, who grew up one of 7 kids in a single parent home where we were so poor that I slept on the floor till I got my first bed in high school, I can't begin to express how grateful I am to now say I am financially free thanks to my place in this industry. Case in point, I found out I'm gonna have to come up with another $15,000 to $20,000 in legal fees in the next couple of months. And while this would cripple most households because I've found my unique position in this new industry, I'm irritated, but I'm not devastated because I know I can generate that kind of cash. I know how to create that kind of value and monetize it. For example, my weed web series that took me about an hour or two to make each day got me a $348,000 contract in just 6 months. This is with me using the same exact skills I had as a reporter. I just pivoted and applied them to cannabis, and it's paying off dearly. Now, I would have had to work 12-hour days for 3.5 years for that same $348,000 before this industry. And that new $20,000 bill would have crippled me. I want you to be financially free too. Now, while you're pondering coming over to where the grass is literally greener, keep this list in mind. The 6 biggest mistakes people make when getting into the green space. Number 1, thinking they have to grow or sell green to make money in this industry. That is actually one of the least profitable approaches to this new opportunity. After extremely high barriers of entry that include application, lawyer, and security compliance fees, 280E, and your inability to claim business expenses, audits, and you will be audited, and the cost of constantly changing regulations, there isn't much left. Like here in California, on July 1st of this year, every dispensary had to throw out all of the products that didn't meet packaging and testing standards, which was nearly everything. A couple weeks later, the state turned around and said, we changed our minds. Now, this costs millions in inventory, and things like this are going to continue to happen like they did in Colorado and like they did in Washington because the industry wants to weed out the smaller players that don't have buckets of capital to keep up. Now, there are a million ways to make $1 million in weed. For most of us, weed isn't directly one of them. Okay. Number 2. Thinking they have to start their new cannabis career from scratch. There is no reason you shouldn't take everything you've been mastering and apply it to cannabis. That, your unique experience, is what is going to add the most value in cannabis, and the more value you add, the more you are compensated. So don't start at zero. Take what you have and pivot. Number 3, trusting amateurs posing as experts. I definitely fell for this one. Just because it's weed doesn't mean everyone is all peace and love and rainbows. In fact, if anything, you need to be more cautious of who you choose to trust your financial freedom with. While the industry's adolescence is what allows you to come in as an expert, scammers see the same opportunity and will tell you everything you want to hear, but have nothing to actually back it up. So do your due diligence or you're playing yourself. Number 4, being inflexible. The cannabis industry is growing and changing, and if you aren't willing to grow and change with it, if you become unwilling to bend or pivot, you're either gonna get left behind or you're gonna catch a charge. Even as someone that only sells information now, this new year, I'm not even supposed to mention any cannabis brands in California that aren't licensed. These are like the new rules that have just come into play. Otherwise, I can face fees and legal penalties, all while the brands in Colorado, Washington, and California that counted on High Times cannabis cups to move products were stuck when High Times stopped allowing vending and then stopped coming through altogether. The cannabis events that were fine are now being busted, and people across DC are getting arrested. So those are 3 different instances, me just talking about cannabis brands. You guys have seen my web series, but all of that stuff shifts because the industry is evolving and you have to be ready to evolve with it. Number 5, not designing a lifestyle around this opportunity. When you come into cannabis, you have the opportunity of a lifetime to design the life you actually want to live. You know, like in the rest of the world, it's kind of like you work and then your life is separate, but we fail to take into account the fact that those are our most focused hours of energy, and they're going towards something that we're not factoring into our lives, but it has a huge effect on our lives. So not taking the opportunity to recognize the entire picture of things and design what life it is that we want to live with this new opportunity to start again. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs getting into the industry make. A lot of them find themselves a slave to their businesses after they get in, and that's what they were trying to escape so that they could actually live life. But if you don't take time to do it, it's not going to happen for you. Your life isn't just going to line up perfectly like a set of dominoes. So designing your life, that only happens if you do so intentionally. So pausing before you take action to think about whether you want passive income, want to work a couple times a week, or want to be in a demanding and celebrated full-time job. Whether you want to vacation 6 times a year, or you want to be a digital nomad like me, working from your laptop when you feel like it, from wherever the F you want. Whether you want to be an expert that educates around the world, or you want to tuck your kids into bed every night. All of those things you have to decide. You didn't do this before your current career. That's why you're still watching the video. How you doing? Before you get into the space, taking time to pause and decide the life that you want from the opportunity the space is providing. That's so, so, so important. And last but not least, number 6, thinking you need a bucket of cash to get started. Simply isn't true. In fact, I'm going to show you how to get started in this industry for less than $250 in my next video. Now, I know some of you are thinking, I don't know if I can bring a value to this space, but I can tell you this. I've worked with so many unique individuals coming here. If someone is paying you to do something now, it's because you're providing value to them. You can bring that value to weed and bank on it. Others might ask, well, I'm just a grocery bagger. What can I bring to the table? To that I say, if you don't have the drive to figure out how to go from bagging groceries or salting fries to the register or drive-through, you probably don't have enough drive to start or sustain your own business. So this ain't for you. I'm not trying to sell this industry as a get-rich-quick scheme or crypto Q4 2017, still hurting from it. What I'm trying to relay is the fact that there is so much opportunity for you to transform your life in this new industry as long as you are willing to work for it. In my next video, I'm going to share the quickest way to get into the cannabis industry. So stay tuned. But right now, I want to know, if you knew there was no chance you'd fail, what would you do in this new industry? How would you design your dream life around this opportunity? If you can't say it, you can't claim it. So get it typing, and you'll be that much closer to owning your financial future. I'm Charlotte Green. See you guys back at the Fight Club, charlottegreen.com. Peace.
Okay, I'm live now. All right, this one we about to do you up. We about to shut the page down, and I think we about. Hold on. We about to shut the page down for about a good 30 minutes, and then we'll be right back up. I know you all will get the notification. So we'll see you real soon. Peace to the chat, peace to the panel, and we'll be right back.